Hello and welcome to St. Ansgar, Iowa. We are, it's track season, you guys. Not your average Joe is hanging out with me, Candle Genius. Sometimes I forget my own name here, but we're checking things out here. We're trying to do 5 streams at once tonight, having some technical issues, as we usually do this time of the year. Some having to do with wind, some having to do with who knows what else.
Who knows?
But
the good news is no cameras have blown over yet tonight.
Oh, the finish line cam's set up. Well, you know what? We're getting so close to starting this thing. Duke, tell me what you got going here for camera space while Joe gets us started.
Welcome to St. Ansgar, everybody. We've got Northwood, Kensett, Riceville, Nashville, Plainfield North, Butler, Green, Osage, St. Ansgar, West Fork, and Central Springs here tonight. Central Springs, a late addition to this meet, as Newman Catholic had to drop out. So we are doing this a day earlier than we anticipated doing it. It was supposed to be tomorrow night. The weather tonight, much better than tomorrow night, so we moved her to tonight. It looks like a great decision. It is a beautiful afternoon here. Let's talk through the streams. You should be able to find 5 streams on the Saints TV YouTube channel right now. One for shot put, one for discus, one for high jump, one for long jump, and of course the one you're listening to right now. So if you're looking for one of those field events, go back one screen and click on the event you're looking for, and you'll see a stream dedicated to that field event. We're going to catch all the main track events on this feed. We're going to do all the announcing. We'll announce the results, so we'll get you your discus, shot put, high jump, long jump results here on this stream as well. But if you want to watch the event itself, you go click on that link. Right, Mr. Genius over there?
You are correct, sir. And I think that's the important thing to note is that, hey, if you know your kid or the person of interest is competing in shot put, go to that stream. And they're all, actually, I have them inbound. So they're inbound right now if you have the Bound app or if you go to Bound St. Ansgar via Google. We can certainly throw them in the chat here too, but sometimes it's easier to have a clickable link so that you can easily get to those things. For players, for coaches, for parents in the stands who might have runners running but have some field event people doing field events, that's why we're doing that. Getting ready to start the first one here right now.
This is year 8 or 6, depending on how you count. A couple things going on there, right? This track, born in 2018, opened for the first time in terms of a meet again in 2019. COVID canceled the 2020 event, and weather canceled the 2025 event. So this year's champion on both the boys and the girls side will be the 6th champion and the 8th attempt to run this meet. The girls the girls sprint medley relay on the track in lane 1, Riceville, lane 2, North Butler, lane 3, Northwood, Kensett, lane 4, West Fork, lane 5, your Saints, Nashville, Plainfield in lane 6. In lane 7, the Osage Green Devils, and Central Springs in lane number 8. This race should come down to the West Fork team and your Saints here for that top spot. At least coming in. It's really early in the season, right? So there's not a lot of data available. So coaches seed these teams based on what they think they're capable of. For West Fork, they're running Eddie Schmidt, Orton, and Huff. The Saints run Ava Falk, Jada Meyer, Emerson Brum, and Ava Witt. Witt, the freshman phenom. You may remember a Witt Riley style.
Riley may be watching tonight.
Has a bunch of records in this meet. Ran a 4 sub-minute mile recently. His little sister out there on the track for this one. The girls sprint medley relay. It's 100. And the 100 runners are on the track. So 100, 100, 200, 400. Are these legs?
I don't think there's 100 runners on the track.
There's not. 100-meter runners. Get the first handoff off cleanly for everybody, it appears. The second leg here. I believe that's Emerson Brum for the Saints. Jada Meyer to get the baton in lane 5 for the Saints. Schmidt for West Fork in lane 4.
He's Sure you want that bay window, Joe?
Yeah, this is where we need the bay window up here. We're taking donations, any window companies out there. The Saints and Jada Meyer with the strong lead. West Fork in second. North Butler coming on strong. Of course, got a little stagger here, so it's kind of hard to tell. Ava Witt has the baton for the Saints in her first leg of varsity track as freshman.
Like that angle from the finish line. Compliments of Duke Scoop. Thanks, Duke.
St. Ansgar. North Butler. North Butler with Fleschner on the carry. She's chasing Witt of St. Ansgar. On the 400 leg of the sprint medley relay. Wind at their backs in that turn. Come up, it's dead out of the south today. Stronger than it's supposed to be. Ava Witt's got the lead.
Looked like she's gaining a little distance there around the corner.
Here comes North Butler and Fleschner. Ava Witt to the line. Ava Witt and the St. Ansgar Saints are going to win the girls' sprint medley. North Butler in second. The Saints run a time of 1:58.62. North Butler in second, just over 2 minutes. West Fork third at 2:02. Northwood Kensett 2:02.24 in fourth. Nashua Plainfield comes in fifth at 2:09.2. Central Springs sixth. Riceville seventh, and the Green Devils finish eighth. Event number one in the books here. It has been a whirlwind afternoon. Good to get it started.
So we're using Wayzata timing here in St. Ansgar tonight, and this is what the app is showing right now. Maybe the places, is that?
That is correct.
But we don't have the times
quite
right. They show the stopwatch. Maybe they're working through some things on their own, or
is it cut off by chance? Because I have it on my screen.
You do?
I do. Weird.
Weird. Hold on. So what's your? Okay, it's how we have it formatted.
The boys sprint med up next. Heat 1 of 1 in lane 1. Northwood Kensett lane 2. Riceville lane 3. Nashua Plainfield in lane 4. North Butler lane 5. The Green Devils of Osage in lane 6. Your Saints running Michaels, Dietrich, Schnabel, and Clevenger. Joe Clevenger in lane 7. West Fork, and in lane 8, Central Springs. Got the first whistle here. Runners will get ready. Your first runner for the Saints is Corbin Michaels. The senior will hand it to the sophomore, Kane Dietrich. The freshman, Kane Dietrich.
It's, we've seen him play enough baseball last year.
Correct. You forget that he was an eighth grader through all that. He doesn't run like an eighth grader, I can tell you that.
That's fact. We've gone through different versions of the fastest man alive, and I'm not so sure he's not the fastest man alive.
He might be your next candidate. Corbin Michaels and the Saints in lane 6. Osage in lane 5. North Butler in lane 4. Those would be your three teams to watch. Corbin Michaels with a strong leg. He's going to hand it off. Kane Dietrich's got it for the Saints. He'll hand it off to Anthony Schnabel here for the 200 leg. Osage right there, as is Central Springs. Like Northwood Kensett maybe had an issue with the handoff over there based on the reactions. The front stretch they come. Anthony Schnabel. Got Osage and Central Springs on each side. Northwood not in the race, so they did in fact have trouble over there. Joe Clevenger gets the baton from Schnabel for the 400 leg. He's chasing Huseman of Osage. And on his inside, here comes Riceville. I think that's Owen Smith. Osage out to the lead here with Huseman.
Actually, that's not going live.
Saints third. Going to have a race at the front here.
boy, oh boy, do we ever,
Do
Joe.
we ever. That is that's Nashua Plainfield. Nashua Plainfield out front. Kalanoff. Joe Clevenger makes the pass. He's chasing Kalanoff, but going to run out of track. Kalanoff wins it for the Huskies. The Saints finish second. Really nice race from Joe Clevenger. He closed hard there, but Nashua Plainfield first at a minute 39.28. The Saints finish second, minute 39.98. Riceville comes in third at 1:41.09. Osage fourth at 1:41.74. Central Springs 1:43.27. North Butler in sixth. West Fork in seventh, and DNF for the Northwood Kensett Vikings. I think they had a handoff issue there between the 100 and 200 leg. Two events in the books, the girls and boys sprint medley relay. The Saints win. The girls sprint medley finish second in the boys. Good start for both Saints teams. Up next, 3,000-meter run.
Yeah. We're working through a bunch of technical stuff here, so
Yeah,
Joe, you just keep talking. You keep talking, man.
I figure you'll interrupt when I've said too much, so I'll just keep going.
We're not trying to give you the silent
Nope,
treatment.
that's all
We want
right.
to make sure we get the results, and Duke is here working his magic on this result screen so that we can see the numbers that we hope to see.
We've got a little time. Here's the good news as we run the long races. We've got the girls run 3,000. The boys run 3,200. For the girls, they're up first. Scarlett Burns, the one to watch, the senior who's run this race in 10:15 in the past. Scarlett Burns of Osage is the runner to watch. But guess what? Just 3 seconds behind her in terms of personal best is Claire Zwiebomber from Riceville. So this is going to be a really fun race. Tori Koenigs, Autumn Schilling, and Kaylee Streit of the Saints round out the field. We've got 5 runners here set for the girls, 3,000.
Joe, where are they starting the race?
Over there on the other side. Let's see if
I'm looking.
Because they start at the... It's 200 short, so they've got to be in turn 2, right? Yeah, there they are. I can see them at the top of turn 2. Is that them?
I think so. I'm looking for a yellow hat.
Because it's just shy of, it's 200 shy of, so it's a half a track shy. So they got to be starting down here in turn number 3. You see them down there?
I do.
There they are.
I see. So the yellow hat is making his way there.
That's exactly right. So the starters making their way that direction. We'll get the girls 3,000 on the track shortly. It is an absolutely gorgeous night for a March night for track meet. It is 80 degrees, 16 mile an hour south-southwest winds. So the wind, again, for March, not terrible, and at least it's blowing from the side. So you don't have that, there's some years we run this race with a 25 mile an hour wind right down the track, and boy, does that impact
Yeah, you're right.
times, and it should be somewhat neutral tonight. And the 80 degrees helps. We're going to put down some fast times here tonight. The girls' 3,000-meter record in this meet. Let's talk through that. It's probably in danger of falling here tonight. The girls' record held by Scarlett Burns. So she's out there trying to break her own record. She set the record in 2024 at 11:08.
Sprint medley, 7th place, Riceville. 6th place, Central Springs. 5th place, Nashua Plainfield. 4th place,
The 3,000's underway.
3rd place, West Fork. 2nd place, North Butler. And your winner at a time of 1 minute.
Scarlett Burns of Osage, Claire Zwiebomber, Riceville. Tori Koenigs of Riceville. Autumn Schilling from West Fork. And Kaylee Streit of the Saints, the freshman out there for the Saints, as they get lap number 1 in the books.
The girls' 3,000 meter. That's a doozy of a race.
7th place, West Fork. 6th place, North Butler.
And we have 2 of the best 3,000-meter runners in the state here, both in Class 1A and 2A, with Zwiebomber of Riceville and Burns of Osage. Again, Burns has run this race in 10:35. She holds the record here for this meet set in 2024. The last time we held this meet, it was canceled due to weather last year.
Yeah, I remember we tried to get that in last year and set a makeup date, but even that one had poor weather. It was a wet spring last year.
Yeah, it just didn't want to participate, did it?
I feel like the weather today may be conducive to running some fast times. As you mentioned, the south wind is not really running straight down the track at you, and there's areas where that wind is blocked a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that would work favorably for these girls.
Yep, exactly.
Burns, Zwie Bomber.
Burns was the 2024 Top of Iowa Cross Country Runner of the Year.
She's got a set of wheels on her, man. She can put up the distances and make it look real easy. But I tell you what, I try to run 300 meters. That's an ugly ordeal, my friend.
Right. Yeah, it gives you a little better appreciation, right? When you see people who can do it. You think, my goodness.
As these girls round the track, there are 4 other streams up and running right now, and I haven't personally confirmed that everything is running properly, but there's the high jump, and you can see off on the left we have our camera. Slam and Sammy's over there helping measure that one up, so hopefully the wind is not impacting too negatively, and hopefully you can hear your jumpers or hear your throwers if you're on the other streams.
Yeah, you bet. There's a shot put stream there. You may find 2 links. One of them is live. That's the one you want. The high jump, discus, and long jump all have their own streams as well. So if you're here to watch a field event and you want to tune in while your jumper or thrower is participating in that, go over and click on one of those streams. You can find them on Bound as well as just on the YouTube channel. Burns out front, Zwie Bomber lurking in second.
Yeah, she really is, isn't she? We'll see how this one plays out.
There's a ton of strategy that goes into these races. We had Riley Witt join us a couple of years ago for a cross-country meet talking about not just the mental part of it, but the physical games that get played, right? Of, hey, I'm right over your shoulder, and I'm going to let you know I'm right here, and I'm just going to hang out and wait for you to show a sign of weakness, and I'm going to go, and or vice versa, right? Of, hey, I know you're back there, but I'm fine. I got a whole bunch in the tank, and as soon as you try to go, I am going to out sprint you.
And those guys that run, right? Those good runners. They know who their competitors are. They know who their competitors' tendencies are, right? So if this guy has got a strong sprint right at the end, trying to wear him down a little bit before that, or if that guy, we know he's juiced, same situation. We want to try and work against his tendencies, and they do tend to know each other.
For sure. There's Kaylee Strite of St. Ansgar going by. And West Fork's Schilling behind her. Burns is about to pass the West Fork runner here. Burns strong. She's widened that gap just a touch over Zwie Bomber.
Zwie Bomber, she's got those long legs. She just strides them out.
Yes, she does.
Collides.
I believe we're nearing the halfway point here of this race. It's easy to lose track of the laps.
Hopefully somebody's counting.
I think we'll hear a bell when we have one to go. That's our sign.
Take a look at the field here.
I'm going to try to move this. I'm getting a bunch of wind noise in my mic.
Might come from me, too.
Oh, that's better.
I'm directly in it, but it is a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was somehow coming around the corner and hitting me. We'll try to clean that audio up for you.
I thought about taking this window out of here. Good thing we left it.
The 5 to 10 mile an hour wind quickly turned into a 15 to 20 this afternoon. Imagine that. It's never windy here, is it?
Never not windy.
Oh, that's right. I said that wrong.
Just one missing word changes a lot.
It does. 5 runners on the track for the girls, 3,000 meter here in St. Ansgar. Sprint medley won by the Saints for the girls. And Nashville Plainfield for the boys. Saints finished second in the sprint med. Scarlett Burns out to a strong start in the 3,000 Riceville Zwee Bomber.
I think the gap's getting a little bigger, Joe.
I do. I think just every lap she adds 10 meters to that lead.
While they're running, let's take a look. I'm going to see if I've got. There's can we see that on that screen? Yeah, you can see it there. Personal best. Scarlett Burns with a 10:15. Claire with a 10:18. Only 3 seconds behind her from a personal best. Tori Koenigs with a 13:07. Schilling 15:01. Is this Kaylee's first time running this?
Yeah, I believe so. She's just a freshman. We've had a couple of, I don't know what they call those kind of indoor, they're not practice meets, but they're not official meets either, right? So we ran at Clear Lake and at Mason City. Both teams have, for boys and girls. So they got the rust knocked off, but this is the first time to be outside.
And I know these runners love to be outside. The Clear Lake facility is fantastic. Sorry for the camera work there. It's fantastic, and it's great to get some early meets in when you can run inside like that. But, man, oh, man, these boys and girls are so hungry to just run outside and breathe fresh air and have a normal-sized track.
Burns to the line with 2 laps to go. Just under 8 minutes on the clock in this one. Zwee Bomber in second.
Is that reggae going down there or something?
There is. There's
It sounds like a
somebody's
beach party.
jamming. Yeah, we got a beach party here. It's so warm. Why not?
Why not?
Building sandcastles. Burns on pace to break her own 2024 record in this event here at this meet. 600 to go.
Sizable gap between her and Claire.
Tori Koenigs for the Riceville Wildcats, Autumn Schilling, West Fork, and Kaylee Streit of St. Ansgar also in this event. I don't think Burns has changed that stride for half
Nope.
a second the entire race.
Well, she's got 1 lap to go, right? So
She does. 1 lap remains here as Burns comes to the start-finish line with 400 to go, 9:22 officially.
she has to have a whale of a 400 to beat her personal best.
Yep. The meet record here held by Scarlett is 11 and change, 11:08. So that's going down today, I would predict.
Should go down today.
300 meters to go, and she finally looks human. Looks like she changed just a touch in that stride. She's fighting through it, though. And she'll pick it up again with 200 to go. You watch.
Oh, I think she will.
Zwee Bombers 60 meters back. So Burns has the victory in hand. Now it's a matter of how good will that time be. With 200 to go, 10:11 on our unofficial clock.
I would venture to say that last lap, Zwee Bomber has gained on her. I'm just looking at the distance between them here.
Yep.
This lap compared to the last one. Obviously, it's a little late for Zwee Bomber to overtake Burns by any means, but Claire holding her own.
Yeah, you could tell it's early in the season, and this is obviously a 3,000-meter race. It'll test the lungs and the legs at this point of the season. But here comes Scarlett Burns to the finish line, the first outdoor meet of her senior season. She's headed to the line. She will win the girls' 3,000-meter run. I believe she's going to be under 11 minutes. Let's see what that time is. She is 10 minutes, 56.24 seconds. So with a new meet record, Scarlett Burns is your winner. Zwee Bomber over the start-finish line, just over 11 minutes. 11 minutes and 10 seconds for Zui Bomber. A nice race for her as well. Schilling coming to the line. I think she's got a lap left yet.
I believe you are correct. Yeah, because everybody else out there got lapped by those two ladies.
Schilling has 2 laps left. She crosses here.
All right, how do you know that?
Because I had the man in the green hat is telling her as she's coming up. So that's, yeah, I'm reading the body language and the clues down here.
Sneaky, man. Sneaky.
Girls 3,000 won by Scarlett Burns of Osage. The meet record time, a 10:56.24. Congratulations, Scarlett. Zui Bomber of Riceville finishes second. Big crowd here tonight. You can tell the weather is nice. I remember that meet in 2019, as probably you do. Was about 2 weeks earlier. It was the middle of March. I think it was the 14th or 15th, and we had to try to get a window to schedule it, right? Because these things all have their weeks. Like,
they did.
The second week Tuesday is St. Ansgar's Day, yep. And so we didn't have one with the new track, so we had to go create one. So we just did it super early, and it was one of those. We're having a track meet on this track. Kind of regardless, right? And I think it was like 32.1 degrees.
Yeah.
It was not freezing, but it was freezing.
Were they running shovels before that? I feel like they were moving snow.
It's like we had to get some out of the bleachers and
I think
stuff.
so.
Maybe.
I feel
There's
like the kids were
in turn 3, maybe. Yeah.
I do feel like there was kids getting out of class.
Yeah. It's
to
very
get the
possible.
shovels cooking.
It was very cold, but it was a great night to start home track meets again here in St. Ansgar, this beautiful facility. I don't know if you've had a chance to look around here or not lately, Eric, but my goodness. That new Sport Performance Center, which I believe officially opens on Wednesday of this week, where we're going to get kids into that new weight room. They've been lifting in a shoebox for going on 20 years, right? And
yes.
With 100-plus kids stuffed into a 14-by-14 room, it's a little bigger than that. But we exaggerate here on St.
We do.
You guys know
confidently.
that. Yeah. So it's the change from that space to what they're going to open up at 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning to 140 kids. I'm so excited. It is beautiful. It is amazing. I have. I got a
you dirty
peek.
dog. I haven't been in there yet.
It is state of the art, world class. Everything's customized. Everything's easy to clean, easy to maintain. There's 20 racks, so everybody can spread out, get their lift in. Not just do the core lifts that we've been doing, but do a lot of the other stuff too, right? And we have the people to run that. That was my first comment when I left the building was this building's awesome, but it doesn't work without the people to run the program, right? Without the people to help kids say, hey, here's how you get stronger safely, right, and smartly, and here's what you should do when you leave here. Here's the nutrition, here's the diet thing we're going to put you on when you leave here, so that all this weightlifting does you the maximum amount of good. And boy, now to have the facility to match the people in the program, well, I can't wait to see what those results look like. Here comes straight to the line for the Saints. Her first race as a freshman, officially outdoors in the books. Kaylee Strite finishes third with a time of 14:58.6. Good job, Kaylee.
Great job, Kaylee. Tori Keatings, in case you didn't know, didn't start that one for Riceville.
So Autumn Schilling on the track here from West Fork. She's going to finish this one up. And we will get to the boys' 3,200-meter run. 14 entries in the boys' race. The Saints will run Krebsback and Zacharias.
Aren't you glad they don't do 2 heats of that, Joe?
Right. Yes, they are. It's funny, you get that first race, that sprint medley, always feels like it's just it is. It's a rush, right? It's just kind of like we're always just getting live, getting ready to go. And our first track meet of the season, usually our first broadcast in quite some time, and it's always a race to get things going. And then you get to take a breath when we get to the 3,000 and the 32. Schilling for West Fork at the finish line in the 3,000s in the books. Congratulations to Scarlett Burns, who sets the meet record 10:56.24. She's your champion in the girls 3,000-meter run. The boys 3,200 on the track next. Your runners look like this: Keegan Zacharias of St. Ansgar, Aaron Erke, West Fork, Nicholas Messersmith of Osage, Cody Hart of Riceville, Ashton Krebsbeck from St. Ansgar, Caden Groff, West Fork, William Nielsen of North Butler, Brexton Bird of Nashua Plainfield, Slater Roll of Osage, Connor Sullivan, Nashua Plainfield, Matthew Pridgeon of Riceville, Patrick Haas of Central Springs, Miles Nielsen of North Butler, and Cohen Rao of Central Springs. Rao, just the only freshman in the field. In terms of seed times, it doesn't always mean everything, but because especially this time of year, but seed times, Zacharias, Erke, and Messersmith would have your, and Cody Hart would have your best seed times coming in. The meet record here for the boys' 3,200 meter run is held by Riley Witt, the third Riley Witt reference of the broadcast. We have a quota on those. We got to get in during a track meet. Riley ran this race in 10:18.22 in 2022. Riley running at Northwest Missouri State still. I believe is he a senior, I believe?
Well, I believe you're correct, sir.
Down at Northwest Missouri State. Still running distance races. Holds the record here in this one. Let's see if that gets broken tonight. 10:18 is the number to beat. Looks like Zacharias on the inside. And he's going to go out and lead the pack through turn number 1. Zacharias, the Saints Junior, personal best of 11:17 coming into this year.
Tell you what, Joe, when I'm running the camera, it's so much easier when they're just getting started. I can get everybody in the same
You
shot.
can get them all in there, yeah.
56.24 seconds from Osage, Scarlett Burns.
It's nice that we've got the results so easily and readily available so we can get them to you so promptly.
If you're just joining us, there are 4 other streams available. If you want to see a field event, after all, this is track and field, you're going to see the track here. We're going to show you the field events on the other streams. So each field event has its own stream. You click on that link, either inbound or on the YouTube channel, and it'll take you to the shot put. You might find 2 shot puts. Ignore one. Look at the other one.
Yeah, just go to saintstv.com. If you're not sure what we're talking about, it'll take you, there's a Watch Now link, and it'll take you to the YouTube channel for Saints TV, and you'll see all of those events going on. And you're right. Why not get rid of the shot put link that isn't working? Well, let me tell you. I've done that before and accidentally hit the wrong one.
Exactly.
So we already had a technical issue with it. I am not pushing my luck. We're going to leave them both out there and let you figure out which one you enjoy watching.
I think that's smart.
Andrew Schmidt, Nashua Plainfield, please report for the high jump.
I believe that's Erke in second, Zacharias in third. Ameline, North Butler.
It's a name we hear a lot.
Fourth, yeah, it sure is.
That's the thing with these 1A schools, and 2A, I guess. Got some 2A schools, or a 2A school here. In either case, with smaller schools, athletes got to be athletes. Kids specialize in being an athlete to represent their schools. They don't get to just play baseball or run track. They got to do it all.
Yep, exactly.
You get a lot of the same names every time we broadcast.
Yeah, whether it's basketball, or football, or baseball, or it's kind of that's kind of. I think that's part of what's special about high school athletics in Iowa, especially at the 1A and 2A level. Out front is anybody's guess. I don't know who that is.
You got a jersey on?
And I don't want to guess. He does. It's not Nashua Plainfield. West Fork, baby? Erke, perhaps?
Let's see if we can get a...
Let's see if you can zoom in and help me out there.
Oh, hard to control this camera when I'm zooming like that. I don't mind West Fork as an answer there.
Zacharias in red. We know that. Ameline in yellow. I've got that one locked in. I believe that's a Husky in second, so that would be a Nashua Plainfield runner. And if you can help us out, probably don't have a lot of chats here yet, but if you can help us out with who's who, we would take it. We would take that assistance.
It's really hard to control this camera when I'm
When
zooming
you
like
zoom in
that.
that far.
And with the wind, the building actually's got a little shake to
Yeah,
it.
say, if you think the camera's shaking, it's not. It's the entire building we're standing in that sways in the wind on a day like today.
Chat is open.
Usually I can at least identify the team, but this looks like a different jersey to me. I don't know. There's two words across the front that are both short. That has to be West Fork, does it not?
I think it is.
Okay, West Fork runner in first. Nashua Plainfield there in second. Ameline's past Zacharias for third. Zacharias right there. So we got a lead pack. We think is Erkey of West Fork, Zacharias of St. Ansgar Groff of West Fork, and Ameline of North Butler. I think that's your lead four. The Osage runner, Messersmith, lurking there in fifth. He's keeping those guys within range. He might be one of those. I'm going to lurk back here and then close at the end.
Slater roll from Osage also running in this one. And you say it was Cohen Rowe was our lone freshman in this race. Is that correct?
I believe that's right. That's what my sheet shows anyway. Not always right, but that's what it says. Five seniors, four juniors, four sophomores, and a freshman in this field.
Our pack has a new leader at the moment.
They're mixing it up out front. Keegan Zacharias, the Nashua Plainfield runner. I think is Bird. Erkey of West Fork, and Ameline of North Butler. And the Osage runner has caught the pack. Messersmith, the junior, run this race in 11:03 in the past. That's his personal best.
6 minutes into this one, I feel like these guys are slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It does look like that, and maybe there's a little bit of that gamesmanship going on up there at the front too, right? Of who really wants to be out front and who's trying to save a little fuel in the tank. Bird for Nashua Plainfield back in the lead, and Zacharias goes around him again on the outside. Ameline is going to follow. So Zacharias and Ameline.
See the high jump in the shot here. If you're looking for a better view of that high jump, take a look at the high jump stream. We got a camera right behind the mat so you can see those jumpers jump. You can see if that bar stays or goes. And heck, you might get to see Slam and Sammy.
Zacharias, Ameline, and Erkey come to the line in a pack. 1, 2, and 3. I believe there are 3 laps to go in this one. 7 minutes just elapsed.
4x100 shuttle hurdles. Once again,
The pace picks up after this next race, right? We go 4x8 boys and then 4x8 girls. And then we head into those shuttle hurdles after that. And that's what your next couple of events look like.
Yeah, things get cooking.
So if you didn't like this 2-mile race, you get to watch the next 2-mile race with 4 runners. A little more action. There's at least a handoff there.
There is. There's a handoff, and there's, it's an 800, which is, I don't know, I kind of like an 800. I could never run a 400 when I was a young runner.
It takes a special human being to sprint 400, just with everything you got for that long. It doesn't. You look at that track and think, that's not that bad. Yeah, and then you get about 100 in, and you're like, I have to keep this pace up 3 more times. That's not happening.
Agreed.
So people who can do it, tip of the hat. Zacharias leads the pack here. Ameline hanging right off of his right hip. And Erke in third. Osage's Messersmith is right there. He looks like he's ready to pounce in these last couple of laps.
I feel like everybody in that pack is working on something.
Mm-hmm. Strategery.
You can read their face. They're loaded with strategery, and you're about to see it, my friend. Strategery, that's what it is. I'm proud. Maybe look at the shot here. I realized that I promised Mabel Berkeley a seat down there.
Did she find it?
Well, no, I didn't bring it to her. We got hung up with that camera that wasn't working.
That's right.
Let's see, where is she? Oh, there she is.
She found a chair.
She says, I wish I could sit above the fence. I said, well, I'll just park the Saints TV
and then you left her
stream
hanging.
cart there. I left her hanging.
She was your PE teacher back in the day.
Back in the day. She taught for 35 years. She taught PE in Osage. My senior year is my best class ever. Instead of going to PE, I went and helped her out. I was a helper for the middle school kids in PE. It was amazing. It was great. She's a great human being, and
that's awesome.
Love to see that she's still involved.
That is great.
And then what I do, promised her a chair and didn't give it to her. Oh, boy.
How do you thank her for 35 years of service and for making you a helper? Amelina stretched the lead here in the boys' 3,200-meter run. He's going to come to the line here with 2 laps to go. There's some question of how many laps do we have left. That is the bell lap,
There
though.
it is.
Ameline in first, Zacharias in second, Messersmith of Osage in third, and Erke is fourth. Ameline stretching those long legs and the lead over Zacharias of St. Ansgar.
No doubt about it.
We've got a little lapped traffic to contend with. Not so much for the runners, but for the announcer to determine who's who here. And the camera guy. Good luck.
You have to gauge the speed of the runner to understand, like, okay, which one is which? What's the situation?
Which one's finishing? Which one's got a lap to go yet? Yeah, exactly. Ashton Krebs back for the Saints. He's coming to the line. 2 to go for him. Ameline out front in the boys' 3,200-meter race. 500 meters to go. And he looks like he's just getting stronger. That was his strategery.
Yeah, I agree.
Ezra Ameline coming to the line with a lap to go. Ameline wins it there. So Ezra Ameline will win the 3,200. The second place, Keegan Zacharias, who finishes strong. Ezra finishes first with an 11:24. Keegan Zacharias in second, 11:30.24. Osage, Nicholas Messersmith finishes third at 11:36.81. And Erke of West Fork will finish fourth. 11:47 is his time. I guess you see him there on the screen, don't you?
Just dropped him down there for you.
Technology is amazing.
It just happened.
Amazing how we can do that. So there's your top 4 finishers here in the boys 3,200. Congratulations, Ezra Ameline runs an 11:24.79.
You said Riley Witt ran
a 10. Yes, you heard that right. A 10:18.
more than a minute faster. That's amazing. You know what? It was a lot of fun to watch that kid run. I'd like to see him do it again.
Krebs back to the line. He's going to finish 7th. Caden Graff finishes 6th. Braxton Bird is 5th. And for that all-important team point, Connor Sullivan, Nashua Plainfield, he gets a point for his team. We'll talk about the team race as we get a little further along into the meet here. But the Saints looking to defend their home turf here in both boys and girls. The last time this meet was run in 2024, both Saints teams came out victorious.
That meet was a lot of fun, Joe.
It was. It was.
That year the girls won a state championship in track.
Yeah, it kind of started with that. That was the first night of, oh, this team might be special. They looked really good that night.
Sullivan with a 1239.24, Rowe 1248.81. Slater Roll with a 1308.81 in 10th place. 11th, William Nielsen with 1326. Patrick Haas. We're going to Haas or Hayes? I feel like Haas. What do you think?
Let's go with Haas.
1327, Matthew Pridgeon. 1342, and Cody Hart did not start.
So the 3200s in the books. Ezra Moline is your winner. Keegan Zacharias finishes second. Congratulations to both of them. So my order of events says one thing, but I think the facts of the matter are the girls 4x8 is next. I don't know what your order of events says, but mine has the boys and the girls 4x8 flip-flopped.
Does it?
It does, but I believe it is the girls 4x8
Mine does
relay
show girls.
up next. Good deal. That is the correct answer. The heats look like they're one of one. The Saints running in lane one with Lila Powers, Ella Horgan, Harper Damaris, and Lainey Hanna. In lane two, Osage, Kendall Power, Lauren Adams, Madeline Bielefeld, and Abby Rahoot. In lane three, Nashville Plainfield running White, Sodal, Chester, and Calvig. In lane four, West Fork running Mayland, Dick, Ramirez, and Wiseman. In lane five, North Butler running Eberline, Sterling, Stanborough, and Volker. And in lane six, Northwood Kensett, the Vikings will run Hanson, Block, Schoen, and Rye. The girls' 4x800 meter relay is up next as we get our last runner. We had a couple of changes here late in a couple of these races, so that's apologies to that runner, but I'm not sure who that was. He's not on our sheet. 4x8 for the girls up next. So for the Saints, let's talk through Lila Powers. We know what she's capable of, right? What we saw her do down at the state meet the last couple of years. Ella Horgan and Harper Damaris join her, and then Lainey Hanna, fresh off a brand new ACL.
Oh my!
Lainey Hanna in lane or in the anchor leg, or at least that's what our sheet shows. We'll see if that actually happens. They are the favorite here, and they would be the team to beat. Powers is going to start for the Saints. Let's see how she gets them out of the blocks in the girls' 4x800 meter relay. Powers, Power, White, Mayland, Eberline, and Hanson on the track. The six girls 4x800 meter
Results of the boys 3200 meter
runners.
Sixth place, Eden Graff, West Fork. Fifth place,
Lila Powers out strong in that first 150.
Fourth place, Aaron Erke, West Fork. Third place.
So each runner will run 2 laps.
Osage. Second place, Keegan Zacharias, St. Ansgar. Your winner in time of 11 minutes 24.
Yeah, it's a fun race, right? It's a distance race for each runner, of course. But at an 800, there's some that don't consider that much of a distance.
You're right, exactly. The meet record here in the 4x400 for the girls.
How about 4x8?
4x8 is held by Osage, set in 2019, that first year in the cold. Huseman, Stangl, Street, and Grimm ran a 10:41, which is blistering fast. Powers has a nice lead. She gets her first lap under her belt. As they start to set the hurdles up here on the front stretch.
You know, I don't see. You see a clock going on yours? You do?
I do, right at the top.
I wonder what I'm missing.
Here are the results of the girls' high jump. Sixth place, Josephine Schmidt, West Fork. Fifth place, Ella Horgan, St. Ansgar. Fourth place, Gabby Jensen, Central Springs.
Power's starting off strong with this one.
Yes, she is. She has stretched that lead to 50-plus meters at this point and getting bigger. Powers has the Saints out strong in the girls' 4x800 meter relay. On pace to run a sub 2:30 here to start off for the first outdoor meet. Lila Powers going to bring the Saints to runner number 2 in the lead. West Fork in second. Powers hands off to Ella Horgan. West Fork has the baton passed to McKenna Dick. North Butler in third. This would be Sterling running for North Butler. Then Osage in fourth, running Adams. Nashua Plainfield running Pseudo. And Northwood Kensett running Block.
Here are the results of the boys' discus. Sixth place, Asher Ebert, Riceville.
Horgans looks to be maintaining that lead here. Her first 200.
Fourth place, Lucas Cruzy, St. Ansgar. Third place, Ryan Baer, Osage. Second place, Alex Machin, Osage. And your winner with a throw of 154 feet 6 inches from West Fork, Dak Suckton.
Did I just hear results for discus?
I believe you did. We'll see if we can't find those and get those to you as well. I don't see them on my screen just yet. Do you?
Sunken Winds.
The 154 feet, did I hear? Horgan to the line, lap number 1. West Fork's runner right behind. I think West Fork's closed that gap ever so slightly.
I believe you are correct, sir.
We'll get you some official numbers here, but the discus record was held by Sage Holscheiser at 145 feet. And unless my ears heard that wrong, I believe that record goes down tonight. Dax Sunken of West Fork with a 150-plus foot throw.
Yeah, I'm looking to see where we see it on this list. There must be a separate section for field events, perhaps.
That might be what's getting us. Oh, there sure is. There sure is. Horgan for the Saints has the Saints out front after a strong lead-off leg from Powers. Horgan's held that lead. Boys' discus results are a final. 5th place, Eulenhop of North Butler. Lucas Cruzy, the freshman, throws 138 feet 3 inches, finishes 4th for the Saints. Ryan Baer from Osage finishes 3rd. Alex Machin in 2nd with a 148-foot throw. And Dax Sunken wins with 154 feet 6 inches. Nice throw. Nice run by Ella Horgan. She's going to hand it off to Harper Damaris. Damaris has the baton for leg number 3 for the Saints. Ramirez has it for West Fork. That lead is down to about 20 meters, 25 meters maybe. North Butler in 3rd. Nashua Plainfield in 4th. Osage in 5th. And Northwood Kensett in 6th. Damaris stretches that lead just a touch.
She looks strong.
She sure does. Harper Damaris, I believe also a freshman.
Fun to see young talent like that coming up, isn't it, Joe?
It sure is.
Around that corner, on the straightaway, approaching the completion of her first lap, Damaris looks really good.
Looks strong, for sure. Jenny Ramirez of West Fork in 2nd. Damaris doing a nice job of maintaining that lead. She stretched it out, about doubled that lead in the first 200 of lap number 1 and has just maintained it since. Osage coming to the line in a distant third. North Butler fourth for the time being. Nashville Plainfield looking to make the pass as they hit the line. On the track, Damaris for the Saints, Bielefeld for Osage, Chester for Nashville Plainfield, West Fork's running Ramirez, Stanborough for North Butler, and Schoen for Northwood Kensett. Damaris again stretching that lead over Ramirez and West Fork.
She just looks so strong.
And talk about stride, too. She has not broken it either. Just that steady, I'm just going to pull away a little at a time, and she has done that. Saints girls track team, you mentioned it, state champions in 2024, runners-up in 2025, looking to go back down to that blue oval to do some damage here in 26. The early indications look like they're going to be strong again.
I agree, Joe. I agree. And what fun for these coaches to kind of play around with these girls, like try them in different events, see where we can muster up the highest score. And so it's a bit of a chess match too, right? Taking the talent. They can only run in 4 events.
That's right. Damaris going to hand it off here. Lainey Hanna's got the baton, the senior. Good to see her back on the track. She tore her ACL in one of the last softball games last year. Has been on the sideline watching since. And, man, you know what that injury thing's all about, and it stinks, right? And so to see her back out there makes me smile. Good job, Lainey. And she looks good.
She's taking that new ACL for her.
She's going to stretch it out here. I asked her last night, I said, are we 100%? And she wouldn't give me a number, but she said it was probably something under 100 still. But she was cleared to go, and so she was going to go. Looks strong in her first 200.
Sure does.
The Saints have a strong lead here. Lila Powers got him off to a great start. Ella Horgan had a good leg. Harper Damaris was impressive in her leg, and now Lainey Hanna 300 meters into her 800. The Saints have a big lead over West Fork. Osage in third. Nashville Plainfield in fourth. North Butler drops to fifth. Northwood Kensett running sixth. Hanna gets to the line. Her first 400 in the books.
9 minutes and 39 seconds into this race. She's got 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go. The record here again was set at a crazy fast time in 2019 of 10:41.44. Meet record is safe for 1 more year. That might be a number that stands for a while.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I would say Lainey and these Saints look really good. Unless this last 200 can be accomplished in 20 seconds,
right.
It's probably not going to be.
Right. They ran a really good race. And are still going to be 200 short of the record. Lainey Hanna out there, her last 200 of the night. The Saints 4x800 meter relay team looking strong. Lila Powers, Ella Horgan, Harper Damaris, and Lainey Hanna running the anchor leg here. Hannah's got 100 to go. But all 4 runners tonight, impressive for the Saints 4x800 meter team. Lainey Hanna's going to wrap it up. And the Saints are going to win the 4x800 meter relay. Congratulations, Lila Powers, Ella Horgan, Harper Damaris, and Lainey Hanna. They win it in a time of 11:09.23. Congratulations, ladies. We're going to have a race for second place. Osage is going to make the pass as they head to the line. Osage is going to finish in second. A really nice closing leg from Abby Rahoot. They finish in a time of 11:30.14. Osage second. North Butler third at 11:30.67. All that 2 miles are running, and it comes down to half a second.
Isn't that amazing?
Third. It is.
That is amazing to me.
Nashua Plainfield finishes 4th, and West Fork finishes 5th. Northwood Kensett runner still on the track. They will finish in the 6th spot. Up next, your boys 4x800 meter relay. We'll get you those starting lineups now. Looks like this as the Northwood Kensett runner comes
Final stretch.
up the final stretch. That's Maggie Rye out there. Going to finish it out for Northwood Kensett. For the boys, 4x800 meter relay. In lane number 1, Nashua Plainfield running Mitchell, Hansen, Schmidt, and Zwanziger. Lane 2, North Butler, Ameline, Henning, Pakey, and Pakey. That's Traeger and Tucker Pakey. Osage running Lague. Osage. How do we pronounce that? Legee?
Let's get back on the right page here, shall we? Let's see here. Boys 4x8.
4x8. That's the last name I don't think I've seen. I'm going to go Legee. Bramer, Keeling, and Jensen. In lane 4, Northwood Kensett running Tufty, Peterson, Heinken, and Nielsen. St. Ansgar running Drew Freeman, Max Neely, Jager Trenton, Gavin Squire. In lane 6, West Fork running Swenson, Heithusen, Creighton, and Jones. Central Springs running Arthur, Barber, Carson, and Presby. And Riceville running Schroeder, Ebert, Moore, and Shane. We are underway here, boys. 4x800 meter relay. Drew Freeman on the track for the Saints.
6th place, Northwood Kensett. 5th place, West
Out
Fork.
front is
4th place, Nashua Plainfield.
Nashua Plainfield's Braden Mitchell.
2nd place,
North Butler with the aforementioned Ameline.
2 seconds, St. Ansgar.
Osage right there as well.
First and last call, girls and boys.
Nashua Plainfield
Once again, first and last call, girls and boys.
in the lead with Mitchell, Ameline, North Butler, Osage, West Fork, St. Ansgar, Northwood, Riceville, and Central Springs to round out your field. 1 lap in the boys 4x100 meter relay.
You know, we're getting camera set up here for the field events, Joe. When I looked in the bleachers, and it's like, where is everybody? It didn't seem like there was a lot of people in the bleachers. Well, the field events start before the track events, so everybody was hanging out over.
They were just hanging out.
They're hanging out over where they're jumping and throwing.
The girls' shot put results are in 5th place, Maddie Cooper, Osage. 4th place, Lamborn of Nashua Plainfield. In 3rd place, Briley Dickman of West Fork. She throws 32 feet 7 inches. Lindsay Cruzy finishes 2nd with a throw of 33 feet 1 inch. And the sophomore, Athey of St. Ansgar, wins it with a throw of 33 feet 8 inches. Celie Mae Athey, congratulations.
Wow.
She wins the girls' shot put. North Butler with the first handoff of the night in the boys' 4x800 meter relay. Brady Henning has the baton and comes out strong. Nashua Plainfield right behind with Jace Hansen with the baton. Osage running Evan Bramer. St. Ansgar, Max Neely. He can kick and he can run, it turns out.
Boy, oh boy, he can kick.
Adeline Peterson, Central Springs.
Northwood Kensett running Peterson is next.
4th place, Eden Lamborn, Nashua Plainfield.
West Fork running Height
3rd
Susan.
place, Briley Dickman, West Fork. 2nd place, Lindsay
Riceville
St. Ansgar.
running Ebert.
And your winner with a throw of 33 feet 8 inches from St. Ansgar, Celie Mae Athey.
North Butler out strong here. Nashua Plainfield trying to keep pace. Osage in 3rd. St. Ansgar running 4th here in the boys 4x800 meter relay. First time I see Max Neely without a helmet on, he looks like his dad.
These kids grow so tall so fast. I can't believe it. I was watching baseball over the weekend, Saints baseball, a little scrimmage yesterday, and I couldn't believe those boys are 8th graders.
I know it.
I'm sure you feel the same way, though. You've had a little more time to adjust to it.
I have, yep, exactly. I see them once a week, so I get used to it. Yeah, they are definitely. It's amazing how fast time goes and how fast they grow up and how big some of these little kids are, right? Might be 13, but they make me feel really, really small. We approach the halfway point here in the boys 4x800 meter relay. North Butler dominating early.
Man, he looks strong. The handoff. Here's a look from the finish line.
Good handoff there for North Butler. Nashua Plainfield and Osage. North Butler running Traeger Pakey on this leg. Nashua Plainfield running Andrew Schmidt, Osage, Keeling. Northwood Kensett with a good leg. From Peterson, he'll hand it off to Heiken. J.T. Red for the Saints. Jager Trenton. And Creighton for West Fork Sheffield. Riceville gets the handoff to Moore. And Central Springs running Jonah Carson. 2 runners to go here in the boys 4x800 meter relay.
So we got several members of the pack down here, and yet the beginning starts way over here. These guys are opening this thing up.
They have. Traeger Pakey. North Butler.
Looks strong.
Andrew Schmidt of Nashua Plainfield not letting him get away, though. Osage is Keeling. Holding his own as well in 3rd. Northwood Kensett in 4th. Jager Trenton running 5th for the Saints. He's going to get the Northwood Kensett runner here at the line and has a chance to close that gap to 3rd. They have widened the gap. Right now it's 150 meters from 4th place to 1st. JT's going to try to cut into that for the Saints. He passes the Northwood Kensett runner, but it's North Butler. Nashua Plainfield and Osage. North Butler with a big lead.
Is it true that JT Red doesn't ever sit down?
Doesn't it really? Is that true?
I've heard rumors.
Looks like that kind of guy.
High energy.
High energy. Pakey going to hand off to the other Pakey. But here comes Nashua Plainfield. Nashua Plainfield Schmidt makes the pass, and he's going to hand the baton off. Nashua Plainfield takes the lead. Luke Zwanziger has the baton for the Huskies. In 2nd now, North Butler, Tucker Pakey. Osage in a distant 3rd. Colton Jensen has the baton for the Green Devils. Jager Trenton holds on to that 4th place. He's going to get the baton to Gavin Squire, the junior, going to close it out for the Saints. Northwood Kensett right on his heels is Landon Nelson.
I dare say JT Red made up some ground on that.
He did. Porter Shane has the baton for Riceville, and West Fork's going to hand it off to Brooks Jones for their final leg. Last runners on the track, the boys 4x800 meter relay. Nashua Plainfield and North Butler battling it out front. Nashua Plainfield, but Ameline appears to be lurking. So
I like the way you
they
put
had
that.
their order wrong or order switched here. This is definitely Ezra Ameline with the baton here for North Butler, and he appears to be stalking Zwanziger of Nashua Plainfield. It'll just be a matter of when he decides to turn it on. It looks like that time is now. Here goes Ezra Ameline. And he quickly gets a 3-car length lead on the Nashua Plainfield runner. So North Butler
Third place,
takes the commanding lead in the 4x8.
Second place, Dominic Keeling, Osage. Your winner with a jump of 20 feet, 8.5 inches from Central Springs, Braden Crum.
Ameline and the Bearcats out front.
Sounds like the long jump results are in for the boys. We'll get to those here shortly.
You bet. Ezra Ameline and the North Butler Bearcats win the boys 4x8. The Nashua Plainfield Huskies are going to finish in second. Osage is going to finish third. Central Springs has one more lap there as you see them go by. Osage is going to finish third. Nice leg from Jensen, Green Devils. Here comes Landon Nelson. Northwood Kensett. And Gavin Squire going to finish his 800 for the Saints. And they finish in fifth. 8:51.23 for North Butler is the time in the boys 4x800 meter relay. That is a meet record for the North Butler Bearcats. They beat the previous record held by the Saints set in 2019 in 8:53.58. That was Braden Powers, Mark Bless, Skylar Blunt, and Riley Witt. Well, that record goes down the 4x8. Congratulations to the North Butler Bearcats. They set the meet record and win the boys 4x800 meter relay.
Pretty amazing to see two really good teams here that were, I would say, contenders for that record, right? 8:51 and 8:57, 6 seconds over 2 miles of running. Congratulations, North Butler. New Saints record set here just some moments ago.
The girls' high jump results, as promised, they are in. Girls' high jump in fifth. Ella Horgan for the Saints. She finishes with a personal best, 4'8". Gabby Jensen finishes fourth at 4'8". Fleshner from North Butler Green jumps 4'10" and finishes third. Charlie Klein for your Saints, the freshman, jumps 5 feet flat, and she finishes second. And your champion, Nashua Plainfield's Elizabeth Calvig, with a jump of 5 feet 2 inches. There's your girls' high jump results. Boys' long jump results are in as well. Can we get those squeezed in before while they get the hurdles set up here? In fifth place, Xander Hansen of West Fork. Jack Node finishes fourth from Riceville. Corbin Michaels in the boys' long jump. He jumps 20 feet and a quarter inch, and he finishes in third place. Dominic Keeling of Osage finishes second. And Braden Crum of Central Springs wins it with a jump of 20 feet, 8.5 inches. Congratulations, men. All right, so next up on the track here would be the 4x100 shuttle hurdles. You're going to have 2 heats. In heat number 1, St. Ansgar running Lexi Jewell, Addie Jensen, Victoria Hermanson, and Sophia Huseman. And Nashua Plainfield going to enter Schmidt, Paplow, and Schmidt. Schmidt, and Paplow.
Wow.
That's a law firm if I ever heard one.
Definitely is a law.
It'd just be a matter of what order do you put them in. Is it Schmidt, and Paplow, or is it Schmidt, Paplow, and Schmidt? Oh, it's got to be Schmidt, Paplow, and Schmidt. The law firm running in lane number 6. Abby, Maya, and Ava. Got to be sisters, right? I mean, you don't name.
No.
It's not. It can't be cousins that just happen to have 3-letter first names. Nope. They can't be.
Nope.
Got to be sisters. We're going with it confidently.
Sisters. You have ages?
That's kind of fun. I probably can find them. So no, I don't have them readily available. But I bet if I come here, if we have just enough of a delay while they do this, I bet I can go to rosters. Everybody likes it when I talk through what's in my brain. It really helps.
It is fun. It's fun to listen to.
All these are boys, though. I need girls. So I'm on Bound is where I'm at. So just a plethora of information here on Bound, if you can find it. It's there. Like, you just have to know where to click sometimes. Shuttle hurdle relay getting ready to go here in St. Ansgar. A beautiful day for a March track meet. Doesn't get any better than this.
2 heats. Heat 1 of 2 coming up. St. Ansgar Nashua Plainfield.
Mia and Ava Schmidt are both freshmen, and Abby is a senior. Twin sisters and their older sister.
Absolutely.
Let's go with it.
I'm down.
Let's go with it.
We'll give the best camera work we can on these sprints here. We got a remote control camera sitting outside.
Yep.
We'll do what we can.
Exactly right. We're going to do the best job that we can do. The Saints are running in lane 3. West Fork with the law firm. Nashua Plainfield with the law firm. In lane 5. Here we go. We are off. This is Lexi Jewell for the Saints. And one of the Schmidts for the Huskies. Jewell with a clean leg. Jensen for the Saints. Addie Jensen. A clean trip for her. Paplo running for the Huskies. Hermanson. Victoria running for the Saints. And Mia Schmidt for the Huskies. Here in Heat 1 of the girls 4x100 shuttle hurdle relay.
You know how long those other races took, Joe?
I don't.
This one's almost over.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I see what you're saying.
The 10-minute races, this one's we're just over a minute in. And
Sophia Huseman. Really nice trip for Huseman. And she's going to come to the line and win heat number 1. The Saints get it done in heat 1. Time a minute 19.97. That's the time to beat Nashua Plainfield, minute 25.16. Next up on the track, heat number 2, girls 4x100 shuttle hurdle relay. Osage running Nerland, Herrick, Heeman, and McRoberts. North Butler with Brinkman, McCandless, Fleshner, and Rose. And Northwood Kensett with Hackemiller, Bode, Farova, and Christensen. North Butler, at least seed time-wise, and Northwood Kensett would be your 2 teams to beat.
as long as you're under that, you're fine.
The Drake Relay Standard in this race is a minute 5, to give you some idea of how fast you have to run this thing to make it to Drake.
Seriously.
A minute 5. Wow. Heat number 2, girls 4x100 shuttle hurdle relay, about to get underway. Osage, North Butler, and Northwood Kensett. A minute 19 is the time to beat, set by the Saints in heat 1.
You weren't in it at all. I just checked it. You're fine. You're fine where you're at. No, you're fine. You go ahead. Do your thing.
We get the first whistle here. It's cooled off a touch, but it's still a very nice evening.
It is that breeze has come down a little bit, I feel.
Yep. Clouds kind of rolled in, but it's 75 degrees still. Winds down to 10 miles an hour. Beautiful night for track. Hopefully you're in these stands and you're watching this later to catch up. Or you're watching from the stands. We get people who do that too. We can hear ourselves in the stands sometimes. What is that annoying sound? Oh, it's my own voice coming from in front of me. Here we go. Heat number 2 underway.
I got to tell you, track is one of those events where there's so many things going on at once. That's why we ran the field events too, right? It's not common. It's probably not common to stream track at all. I'm not sure, but we love to do that sort of thing here, and we want to make sure that we're bringing the best to those who need it. And sometimes it's the people in the stands that need to see what's going on
right.
at the discus or the shot put or the long jump or the high jump. And so I've seen some phones out here checking on those as well.
McCandless with a really nice leg for North Butler. They take the lead. Northwood Kensett running for Ova. Fleschner for North Butler. Heeman for Osage. Coming up on your last leg here, Mick Roberts for Osage, Christensen for Northwood Kensett, and Rose from North Butler. Should be a good finish. North Butler coming out strong. A really nice leg from Alexis Rose, and North Butler is going to win the girls 4x100 shuttle hurdle relay. The time somewhere around a minute 15. Minute 12.48 shows you how good my sense of timing is. North Butler wins it. Minute 12. Northwood Kensett in second. Minute 14.75 and 119.4 for Osage. There's your top three in the girls' shuttle hurdles. Moving on, boys, 4x110. So the hurdles are going to get moved here. There's 2 heats in this race. The boys 4x110 shuttle hurdle relay looks like this. Heat number 1, Northwood Kensett. Henry Hansen, Tufty, Himes, and Robinson. In lane 4, Riceville running Vance, Conway, Ebert, and Buran. Lane 6 in Central Springs with Levan, Hipsch, Cockler, and Rogner. And West Fork Sheffield in lane 8 running Bonema, Williams, Golly, and Kruger. Northwood Kensett, Riceville, Central Springs, and West Fork in heat number 1, boys shuttle hurdle relay.
First and last call, boys and girls, distance med. Once again, first and last call, boys and girls, distance med.
Boys long jump results are final. Girls high jump results are final. Boys discus is a final, as is the girls shot put. So those results are on the website, or you can go watch the streams here. If you're just joining us, we have this stream, which is the main track stream, but we also have streams set up for the throwing and jumping events. So you can check those out. Just go to saintstv.com, click on Watch Live, and you'll find those links on the YouTube channel. We're getting set up here for the boys 4x110 shuttle hurdles. This is heat 1 of 2. Osage is your favorite in this one. Coming in. They'll run in heat number 2 along with Nashville, Plainfield, North Butler, and St. Ansgar.
Say that again. You said heat. Osage run heat 2, right?
Yep. And so this is heat 1 with Northwood, Kensett, Riceville, Central Springs, and West Fork.
Oh, on girls. I was like, why am I?
Leg
what
number.
am I looking at here? Okay.
It's be Henry Hansen for the Vikings. Riceville's running Kyle Vance. Central Springs, Colton Levan, and Riley Bonema for West Fork.
Here's a better look at that. I think we had the wrong graphic up earlier because I was like, what? I'm not sure what I'm seeing. It's not matching what you're seeing. This is better.
Heat 1 of 2 about to get underway. Always a couple more crashes in the boys' races. The girls are going to make sure they get over, and the boys are going to take dumb chances, right? So here we go. Let's see what we get. Riceville out to the early lead.
No doubt about that. They look good.
It looks really strong.
I kind of like that Drake Relay Standard. Is that something you have for every race?
I
You gonna share
don't.
that?
I only have them for some, unfortunately.
All right, that's all right.
Stinks.
We'll take what we can get.
I don't know why on some they have it and some they don't. But Vance had a nice leg for the Wildcats. He has them out front. Leg 2, Blanchard, Miner, Tufty, Conway, Hipsch, and Williams. This is Leg number 3 already, Himes, Ebert, and Cockler.
See a lot of short sleeves out there, Joe. It's kind of nice
day.
on a March day.
Northwood Kensett is charged out front. This is Colton Robinson, the machine. Riceville's going to finish second, but this one's all Northwood Kensett. Riceville, West Fork, Central Springs are your 4 finishers there. Northwood Kensett runs a minute 11, 1:11.25. It's a good time. Heat number 1, that is the time to beat. Heat 2 looks like this. Nashua Plainfield running Felske, Blanchard, Gerholt, and Zimmer. Osage with Kisley, Miner, Gallagher, and Dodd. North Butler, Bartles, Thorne, and Schroeder. And St. Ansgar running Michaels, Winia, Schwiesau, and Hillman. Corbin Michaels, Colton Winia, Porter Schwiesau, and Landon Hillman are your 4 Saints. The first leg will be Cameron Bartles for North Butler, Kisley for Osage, and Felske for Nashua Plainfield. Corbin Michaels looks even faster without football pads and helmet on.
I'm amazed. Little dudes running hurdles, and it happens all the time, right?
Yeah, they just glide over them. Like, that's nothing.
Yep.
Why don't I just go over that? Is that what you want me to do, Coach? Okay. So you get both styles here, right? You're going to get the Corbin Michaels. I'm just going to glide over them. And you get the Landon Hillman. I'm just going to step over it. I'm just really not going to break stride because my legs are long enough I can just walk over top of it.
You're going to see 2 very distinct styles here
right.
by these Saints.
That's right. This is Heat 2.
1:11 is so far the time to beat.
Oh, I like doing these track meets. This is fun to be back in the booth here. It's kind of we hope to do at least a couple of these, right? I think we can commit. Well, if we commit, then we'll get it pulled off to doing the state qualifying meet, also known as the district meet. We're gonna bring you that one here on Saints TV too. So we're gonna kind of cap the season. We're gonna get the first one, and we're gonna get the last.
I love it. And there's bound to be a junior high meet in here.
Sure
we'll get some kids involved with that, and we'd like to bring you what we can to get the kids involved where possible.
Yep. In a lot of cases, with those track meets, they get the older kids involved in running that track meet. But I think we can probably we can borrow a couple of them to help us pull it off.
I think we had some. What was that? It's a junior high meet. I'm trying to remember. We had some young kids.
Yeah.
I think we had Slam and Sammy, and
I think it was the junior high last year, right? Because that was the one we got pulled off last year.
The one we got
all
in.
the rest of them got canceled.
I feel it was Boy Wonder. I don't remember exactly who were in that. We had a couple of dudes.
Heat 2 underway. Corbin Michaels for the Saints on the near side. North Butler, Osage, and the Huskies in Nashua Plainfield. And this is going to be a fast race, boys and girls. Hang on to your hats. Here comes leg number 2 already with Blanchard, Miner, Bartles, and Winia. Osage out front. Nashua Plainfield chasing. Winia has the Saints in third. North Butler right there as well. Leg number 3 underway. The Saints are running Porter Schwiesau, Jax Thorne for North Butler, Gallagher for Osage, and Gerholt for Nashua Plainfield.
Oof.
Nashua Plainfield out.
Schwiesau
goes down hard.
Don't like that.
He gets himself up and going to go finish the race, but that hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Osage going to win. North Butler looking for second over Nashua Plainfield. They're going to get that done. Osage in first. North Butler second. Nashua Plainfield third. Landon Hillman for the Saints after the crash on the third leg. Hopefully Schwiesau's okay. That looked like that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, that surface is tricky to land on, and he went down hard. Landed, I think, in his own lane, but didn't interfere with anybody else on that one. It was funny because I was actually realizing, like, this kid's got some really long strides.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So the compiled results here, as my computer's thinking, Loading. Osage wins at time 101.82. That is a very fast boys shuttle hurdle relay time. In fact, that breaks the Osage record set. The last time this meet was run in 2024, Osage ran it in 1:03 with Kisley, Dodd, Gallagher, and Johnson. So they break the meet record through the Green Devils here. North Butler finishes second, Nashville Plainfield third, Northwood Kensett fourth, and the Saints come in fifth in the boys shuttle hurdle relay. Up next, we're going to move to the girls 100-meter dash. Going to have two heats here, 100-meter dash. Got a heat of 7 and a heat of 8 coming up in the 100-meter dash. For the girls in heat 1, Kenley Solberg, Northwood Kensett, Lexi McHenry of Northwood Kensett, Izzy Gregory, of Central Springs. In lane 4, Kylie Knoll, North Butler, Callie Eastman. In lane 5 from Riceville, Cool, Riceville, lane 6, and Maine, Central Springs in lane 7. That is heat 1 of the girls' 100-meter dash. They're going to get the hurdles pulled off the track.
Gary Oakland, thank you for chiming in. Great coverage, Saints TV, says Gary Oakland. Thanks, Gary, for chiming in as always. And Landon Lake Outdoors says, yes, the Schmitz are sisters, not twins.
Oh, gotcha.
Didn't we say there was two? Was there two of them that were the same age?
Yeah, two the same age. Two same grade, anyway.
Same grade, got it.
One of those July and August birthday things
Could
going
be.
on. Yeah. They have a name for that, right? You're not twins, but you're... I can't remember what it's called. It's probably something that's offensive in today's world. But
that's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't even want to guess.
I'm with you. We won't guess because we don't guess unless we can confidently guess, and we can't confidently guess.
I think there's a race going on.
Heat number 1 underway for the girls' 100-meter dash. Let's see here. We'll get some results on the screen. That was a quick one. Race number 1. Gregory, Central Springs wins it. 14.8 is the time for the sophomore. McHenry of Northwood Kensett finishes second. Knoll of North Butler finishes third. And Eastman Riceville fourth. Solberg of Northwood Kensett in fifth. That was heat number 1, girls 100-meter dash. Heat number 2 coming up. Hawken of Osage, Aschenbrenner of Osage, Huff and Pomeran of West Fork, Emerson Brum from St. Ansgar, Patton and Wayne of Nashville Plainfield, and Groen of North Butler on the track. Heat number 2. Runner to watch here is Pomeran of West Fork in lane 4. It takes a time of 12:35 to qualify for Drake. That's the Drake standard in this one, 12:35.
So the standard is what? Because they take the top 24 times in the state, I believe. Regardless, it's not regardless of class.
Right.
It's in the class.
I think it's regardless. I think you had that's a.
Wow.
And I think that time, basically, if you get under that time, we're going to let you in. On the track, heat number 2, girls 100-meter dash. Here they come. Lane 4, that's Pomeran. Emerson Brum in lane 5. Pomeran, Huff, and Brum go to the line. Pomeran wins it 13.26. She's just a freshman. Emerson Brum, the sophomore, 13.86, finishes second for the Saints. And Wayne of Nashua Plainfield finishes in third, 13.93. Aschenbrenner in fourth. We have a photo finish for fifth and sixth. Or at least there's some delay, so we're going to say it's a photo finish to make it dramatic.
I like it. Well, you can always go back to the stream and see what you see, but we see...
Harley Wayne finishes in fifth, officially just
there's your photo.
100th second behind. Hawken, growing, and Patton did not run. There you go. There's your girls' 100-meter dash. Talia Pomeran, West Fork Sheffield, is your winner.
It's a personal best with a 13.26. Just a freshman.
Probably her first time running in an outdoor 100. Boys 100-meter varsity looks like this. Heat number 1, Bode, Jacobs, Bomer, Schaefer, Barron, Richards, Crum, and Meyer. In heat number 1. No Saints in heat number 1. We're off. Central Springs. That's Crum, the senior. Going to win heat number 1. Braden Crum of Central Springs wins heat number 1. 11:66 is his time. Cohen Meyer of Central Springs that comes in at 12:23, personal best for the junior. 12:59 for Barron. Schaefer at 12:69 of Osage. Bamer 5th. Richards in 6th. Jacobs and Bode finish out the boys 100-meter dash. Heat number 1, heat 2. Jack Note of Riceville in lane 1. Evan McCormick in lane 2 from North Butler. In lane 3 of West Fork, Brett Bear. Bartles of North Butler in lane 4. Lane 5 is Tade Tabbert of Osage. Connor Mullenbach running in lane 6 for the Saints. Blaine Schultz in 7 from West Fork. And Kane Dietrich, candidate to be the fastest man alive, in lane 8.
I love it.
For the Saints. This will be a fun race. Tabbert, Bartles, Mullenbach, and Bear ought to put on a show here.
Well, you're about to see it, sir.
And it's going to unfold quickly.
Yes, it will.
10:75 is the Drake relay standard in this one. And the meet record is 11:49, set by Towsley of North Butler in 2024. That number's going down here. Bold prediction time here on Saints TV.
Feeling like a new record?
Feeling a new record
in the
coming
next
up.
few seconds.
In the next few seconds. Watch Bartles in lane 4. Bartles out fast. Tabbert with him, but West Fork on the inside. That's Bear. Bear and Bartles to the line. Your winner is Cameron Bartles, North Butler Green. 11:38, a personal best and a meet record. Brett Bear finishes in second from West Fork at 11:45. Also a personal best. Connor Mullenbach runs an 11:79 and finishes third. For the Saints, Tade Tabbert, 11:82, finishes fourth. Jack Node is fifth. Kane Dietrich finishes sixth, the freshman with a good showing in his first race outside. Evan McCormick finishes seventh, and Blaine Schultz. The boys' 100-meter dash in the books.
I'm always amazed at these times. Joe, when you look at, 11:38's your winning time. Cameron Bartles, congratulations with your personal best, 11:38. You got Connor Mullenbach, 11:79. He's taking fourth place. It's like all the way down to Kane in seventh. Like he's not even a second behind him, right? Not even it's a fraction of a second.
Yep.
Makes all the difference in that race.
Yep, it does. Congratulations to Cameron Bartles, who sets the meet record, 11.38 seconds, wins the boys' 100-meter dash. Up next, the girls' D-Med, the distance med. One heat, 8 teams. Central Springs in lane 1 with Berman, Shirley, Kelly, and Maine. In lane 2, Nashville Playfield running Felsky, Burrichter, White, and Sudol. In lane 3, North Butler running Rose, Barnett, Brinkman, and Volker. In lane 4, Northwood Kensett with Hackemiller, Christensen, Verova, and Urbach. The Saints running in lane 5, Lexi Jewell, Alexis Frine, Charlie Klein, and Ava Witt. Jewell, Frine, Klein, and Witt are your Saints.
All right, where's the man with the yellow hat?
We should start here at the start-finish line, correct?
Here are the results of the boys' 100-meter dash.
They're
Okay,
getting the
there we go.
block set up.
I didn't see anything happening, and I was like, okay, are they someplace else? Do they start someplace else? It's the first meet of the year,
It
Joe.
is.
I got to
It is.
relearn everything.
West Fork running in lane 6 with Eddie, Martinez, Schoening, and Mayland. Lane 7, Osage with Mason, Kennedy, Burns, and Power. Riceville running in lane 8 with Woltoff, Smith, Dolman, and Zweibamer. This is a fun one. We run a total of 1,600 meters, 200, 200, 400, 800. I believe
sir.
that adds up to 1,600.
I like it.
Sounds like Mitchell County math to me. We're going to go ahead and run it.
Agree.
The Saints come in with a seed time of 4:41. Northwood Kensett 4:40. So those would be the teams to watch. At least that's what their coaches think at this point of the year. We see Charlie Klein for her first race of the year. Alexis Frine for her first. Lexi Jewell ran the hurdles, and Ava Witt ran the anchor leg of the sprint med. She's also going to run the anchor leg of the D med here. So we watched her run a 400. We'll get to see an 8 out of Miss Witt.
I'm anxious for that.
Ivy Urbach and Ava Witt are going to match up in that last leg for that 800 leg. That's going to be a race to watch. Those two battled in cross-country season back and forth.
I got a prediction on that.
Okay.
Based on cross country, you're going to see two amazing elite runners. You're going to see Power versus Grace. Like like Ava's just like she is just power, just like go, right?
Yep.
And then Urbach doesn't even look like she's running. Right. She's just gliding. And it's the two different styles, both tremendous athletes. So fun to watch.
Both effective, just doing it in a different way.
You got it.
That'll be fun. Girls D-Med underway. Lexi Jewell in lane 5 for the Saints. True Hackemiller, Northwood Kensett in lane 4. Cadence Eddy, West Fork in lane 6. Alexis Rose, lane 3 for North Butler. Osage is running Mason. With the staggered start, it's always wild to try to figure out who's who. About your best bet is to see who's hands it off first. That's probably
True.
your
That's a great
indication of
point.
who's got the lead.
You
Looks
saw
like clean.
Jewel make up a gap between her and the runners ahead of her, and I do believe St. Ansgar was at least one of the first to hand it off.
Shirley, Burrichter, Barnett, Christensen, Frine, Martinez, Kennedy, and Smith with their 200 legs. Alexis Frine. As the Saints coming to the line, North Butler, Nashua, Plainfield, Osage are your top 4. Clean handoffs. All the way around, the white flag is in the air. 400-meter runners are on the track. For Central Springs, that's McKenna Kelly. Nashua Plainfield with White, Brinkman for North Butler, Farova. Northwood Kensett, Charlie Klein for the Saints. Schoening, West Fork, Burns of Osage, and Dolman for Riceville on the track. We saw Scarlett Burns run a 3,000. Now she's running the 400 leg here of the D-Med. Charlie Klein and the Saints are out front after the merge. Charlie Klein leading the Saints to the line, going to hand it off to Ava Witt. North Butler makes the pass. North Butler's Brinkman has the Bearcats out front. Klein gets the baton to Ava Witt. She's going to try to chase down Addison Volker of North Butler as mission number 1. She does that before the start of the curve. Ava Witt out with a shot with 2 different colored shoes on Ava Witt. Don't look now. But here comes Ivy Urbach from way back in the pack. She's closing fast. She got the baton in 6th. She's already in 4th. and is closing that distance, but has a big gap to make up. North Butler drops to third.
Big gap, but plenty of time in the way that she is moving.
Ava
I
Witt.
suspect she'll continue the quest.
Ava Witt has the baton for the Saints.
And the lead. Tough runner on a tail.
Riceville. Northwood Kensett with Urbach. North Butler. West Fork Osage. Ava Witt. Still out front here.
Last call, boys, 100-meter run. Once again, last call.
Urbach into third. She's cut that lead to 20 meters.
And Urbach looks like the strongest runner on the track right now. She is just flowing.
She's charging hard, and she is about to catch the second place runner. She does that, and she moves into second place for Northwood Kensett. So it's St. Ansgar, Northwood Kensett, 1 and 2. Witt and Urbach, 200 to go.
How do these girls finish? I'm so anxious to see, Joe.
We said this one might have some fireworks at the end. Here come those fireworks. 100 meters to go.
And they're neck and neck coming around the corner here. Let's see what a little competition will do. Witt turns on the jets.
Witt on the inside, turns up the juice. Urbach trying to hang on. She had to close like 75 meters. Can Witt hang on to the line? They go. Ava Witt and the Saints win the girls 4x800 meter relay.
What a
D-Med, excuse me.
What
girls
a
distance
great
medley.
race.
Wow. Urbach and Witt put on a show. Urbach ran one heck of a final leg. She came from way back in the field. Caught Witt, but Witt caught her out of the side of her eye, corner of her eye, and said, "All right, I'm gonna go put 4 or 5 feet between us." She did that, and Urbach couldn't catch her from that point forward. A 4:37.73 for the Saints. Northwood Kensett finishes second, 4:38.09. What a race.
We promised you a good one. We got exactly that, so thanks, ladies, for delivering.
The meet record for that race is 4:24.39.
Who's got that?
Somebody named Cadence Huck ran the anchor on that, Oklahoma State's Cadence Huck. That record might stand for a very long time.
Yeah, it might.
As well. But the Saints girls look really good tonight. They win the D-Med in a time of 4:37.73. We'll move on to the boys' race. The boys' distance medley, Osage and Lane running Schaefer, Brando, Marks, and Mullen. In lane 2, Northwood Kensett with Jacobson, Frank, Dockerman, and Hansen. In lane 3, Central Springs with Liggins, Blickendorfer, Hagen, and Tabbert. Lane 4, Nashua Plainfield with Williams, Hansen, Mitchell, and Hansen. North Butler in lane 5, Nielsen, Veith, Thorne, and Schroeder. Saints will be running in lane 6 with freshman Grayson Falk, Henry Steele, Corbin Rashavi, and Keegan Zacharias. So a young crew for the Saints in lane 6. Lane 7, Hendrickson, Richardson, Schroeder, and Shane of Riceville. West Fork in lane 8 with Dickman Jones, Hennick, and Frito. Your team to beat coming into tonight would either be Nashua Plainfield or North Butler. Those would be the teams everybody's chasing here.
I see your standards.
Did you find them?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah,
Fun to
so
see
this
that.
one has one, right?
Yep. Under records, the show 3 minutes and 31 seconds is the Drake standard. Ay, ay, ay.
3:31. The record here in St. Ansgar's 3:55.32 set the first year 2019 Funderman, Kerwinski, Bucknell, and Sinwell of Nashua Plainfield. 3:55. The weather's good enough.
It could be
these
perfect
boys
now.
are in shape to make this thing, to break that record tonight.
I feel like this is the perfect weather for this race. Someone's going to set a record. They got to. And the gentlemen get set. We have heat 1 of 1. Doing this one time. The boys 1,600 meters.
Distance medley.
Distance medley. I see SMR as a weight, not sprint.
It's a sprint. The technical name of this race, and the name they use in Minnesota, and then is different than I don't know. Somebody explained it to me one time.
So that's
why it's got this weird name.
The timing group comes down from Minnesota, so that's what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think maybe I even heard they don't run this race. Didn't track coach extraordinaire Mr. Sherman tell us that once?
That might be true.
Anyway.
And if that's the case, they should name it whatever we name it.
we want to name it.
Because there's not like 2 names that get messed up if they're not used to running it.
Schaefer, Jacobson, Liggins, Williams, Nielsen, Falk, Hendrickson, and Dickman on the track. For that first 200, they're going to hand it off here to Brandow, Frank, Blickendorfer, Hansen, Veith, Steele, Richardson, and Jones. And we'll kind of get some picture of who's in the lead here as they round this first corner.
Keep their lanes up to the handoff here. Is that correct?
That is, they merge on the other side, so they'll have to keep their lanes through this first curve here.
Okay,
nice leg from Henry Steele. Henry Steele with a really nice leg for this young St. Ansgar team. Corbin Rashavi, speaking of young, has the baton for the Saints. He's just a freshman as well.
There's cones on the track right there. That's where they can start to merge.
That's their merge point, and the Saints are going to be in the lead at the turn. Corbin Rashavi has the baton for the 400 and has the Saints in the lead. Hennick for Sheffield, Schroeder for Riceville, Thorne of North Butler, Mitchell for Nashua, Plainfield, Central Springs running Hagen, Dockerman, Northwood, Kensett, and Marks of Osage. On the track, running the 400 leg here of the men's D-Med. The Wildcats from Riceville out front. Schroeder. Saints are going to be in second. Landon Hillman has the baton for the 800 for the Saints. Porter Shane for the Wildcats has the lead. Riceville, St. Ansgar, Northwood, Central Springs.
So fun to watch Hillman run because his strides are so long. And I would say he's making up ground right now, even though he looks like he's barely moving. But that's the benefit of having long legs.
It sure is. Riceville's Porter Shane has the lead. Landon. That's Keegan Zacharias, isn't it? That's Keegan Zacharias. Why did we say Landon? It sure looked like Landon for half a second.
Well, when I saw
he's gotten so much taller than he used to be. That
I guess he's striding like a Hillman out there.
Keegan Zacharias with the lead. Came around the corner like, that's not Landon. And the sheet says Keegan Zacharias. I said Keegan Zacharias, and then I called him Landon when he got the baton. My bad.
Well, I'm looking through a tiny screen, so I went with it.
Tabbert for Central Springs passes Zacharias here on the corner. Riceville's Shane in third. Northwood Kensett in fourth. Osage in a distant fifth. North Butler and West Fork. 200 to go. Central Springs has the lead. Keegan Zacharias trying to catch him in second.
Keegan likes to pass guys around the corner, but there's no one close enough there. That's one thing we learned about Keegan tonight.
Cade Tabbert has the baton and has the lead. He's going to bring Central Springs to the line to win the boys' D-Med. The Saints will finish second. Keegan Zacharias with a nice 800. Saints will finish second. Riceville's going to finish third. Times look like this. 4 minutes and 0.8 of a second for Central Springs. 4:04.8 for St. Ansgar in second. Riceville 4:08.92. Northwood Kensett 4:13.85. The boys' distance medley relay record is safe for now for one more year.
What did we say that number was?
355 was that record. We made a bold prediction to be broken tonight.
Yeah, I just felt like everything was right, but it wasn't in the cards.
Let's give you a quick team score update. The Saints are in third in the boys event with 46. North Butler in second with 49 points, and Osage in the lead with 61 points in the boys race. In the girls race, third place North Butler, 36 points. West Fork in second place with 41 points, and St. Ansgar with a commanding 90 points in the girls race.
Wow.
They are in position 1.
There's a look at those boys of our city scores.
They just updated, so if you said, Joe, you just said that wrong. They just updated. The Saints pass North Butler, move into second place after that race with 54. Osage hangs on to that lead at 62. Tight boys race. The girls are running away with it on their side.
Remember when you were in track, Joe, and you used to just hang around and wait for the final score at the end of the meet? And
you just had to wait and wait and wait.
They're tallying things up. And
I think maybe when our oldest boys were freshmen, we had to do that.
I feel like you're right.
We had to wait and wait and wait. Because let's be real, I didn't run track. I know you probably can't tell.
I couldn't tell. I've seen you run. Usually.
What are we going to run here next, do you think? Should we run the girls 400 meter? 2 heats. Skellinger, Hansen, and Jansen on the track. 2 Northwood Kensets and a Central Springs freshman. Gabby Jensen of Central Springs, Hansen, and Skellinger from Northwood Kensett. Heat number 1, girls 400 meter. Is it a dash when you run 400?
You know what? I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah? Okay, because I kind of call it like a run/walk.
Yeah, for me, it's a 400-meter limp or something along those. Something. It's
drag
grueling.
your left foot.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's
not good.
I got it. My favorite line, we used to have barbecue shirts that said on the back, I don't run. If you see me running, you should run too.
That's smart.
Girls 400 meter dash, heat number 1, Skellinger, Hansen, Jensen on the track. 2 heats in this one. Jada Meyer is your St. Ansgar entry. She'll run in heat 2. 1 trip around. Heat number 1.
Last call, boys and girls 4x200.
Central Springs freshman
Last call, boys and girls.
Gabby
4x200.
Jensen wins heat 1 at a time 107.59 for Gabby Jensen out of Central Springs. Skellinger 115.61 finishes second, and Maren Hansen finishes third, 121.1. That was heat number 1. Heat 2 looks like this. Brown from Osage, Jenny Ramirez, West Fork, Serwinski, Nashville Plainfield, Pomeran, West Fork, Jada Meyer of St. Ansgar, Schwark from Osage, Chester, Nashville Plainfield, and Riley Ryan, Central Springs in lane 8. Jada Myers in lane 5. Pomeran is your favorite here in lane 4.
Is that right? Cherwinski has a better time.
According to that, you are correct. And that's so they seed them by some time, and then I don't know where maybe somebody can help us in the chat where the Wyzetta timing PRs and numbers come from, because they're different than what's on the entry sheets that are submitted by the coaches. So I don't know if it's where that time was set or how it was set. I'm not sure, because that's how they end up in lane 5. That's a track thing. You're the best seeded runner, and of course, this time of year, it's I'm sure a bit of an art more than it is a science of who he thinks going to do what.
Yeah. So we'll see, because you said that the seedings would suggest Pomeran.
Correct. Yep, she has the best time in terms of the seedings coming in. She's in lane 5. Lane 4 for West Fork. Jada Meyer for St. Ansgar, the sophomore, in lane 5. 400 meters, heat 2 of 2. Jada Meyer running strong for the Saints in lane 5. 200 to go. Be Pomeran and Meyer as they hit the 100 to go mark.
We're going to learn a lot right here, Joe, as they round this corner. Everyone on the straightaway.
Meyer with the slight lead, but here comes Pomeran. West Fork to the lead. Meyer in second. Pomeran wins it. The seeds hold true. Pomeran wins it. From West Fork, a time of 102.47. The freshman sets a personal best. Kelly Serwinski, Nashua Plainfield, finishes second. Jada Meyer finishes third. Also a personal best for Jada at 104.89. Ryan Schwark, Lester, Ramirez, and Brown finish out the girls' 400 meters. Boys 400 meters, 2 heats here as well. 8 runners in each heat. Devner of North Butler. Central Springs running Carson in lane 2. Creighton from West Fork in lane 3. Allman from Northwood Kensett in 4. Smith of Nashua Plainfield in 5. Northwood Kensett has Schultz in 6. Cole Hagan from Central Springs in 7. And Elijah Dwine in lane 8 for the Riceville Wildcats. 2 heats here, boys 400 meters. 2 Saints in this one. Both will run in heat 2. That'd be Trey Johans and Matt Clevenger running the boys 400, but they're both in heat 2.
Field event still going on. If you're looking for long jumpers, I see them jumping over there right now. Looks like the boys perhaps are doing shot put. We got discus. Must be girls, I would guess. And the high jump looks a little stagnant right now, but sometimes you're just waiting for runners to get off the track so they can come and get their jumps in.
Heat number 1 of the boys 400-meter dash on the track. Looks like Smith of Nashua Plainfield out strong early. Allman, Northwood Kensett, and Schultz of Northwood Kensett right there as well. Like you said, it kind of becomes clear as they hit this turn number 3 in this race. They get all that stagger run out.
Yep.
And we start to get a picture of who's who.
At that point, they all have the same distance to run, and it is clear.
Aiden Schultz, Northwood Kensett. Carson of Central Springs in second. Nashua Plainfield's Carter Smith in third. Let's get you those times. Excuse me, that was Allman of Northwood Kensett. Carson, 102. Allman runs a 59.62. Carter Smith with a 102.68. And Schultz with a 104.49 in fourth. We had the 2 Northwood Kensett runners mixed up. My apologies. It's always hard when there's 2 blue jerseys. I got to guess.
Well, we're way up here. It's a good spot to watch, but sometimes it's hard to see who's who.
Heat 2 about to get underway here, boys. 400-meter dash. Martson, Osage in lane 1. Schaefer of Osage in lane 2. Trey Johans, the Saints sophomore, in lane 3. Ryland Dornkamp, the West Fork senior, in lane 4. Jake Smith, Nashua Plainfield, in lane 5. Matt Clevenger, Saints sophomore, in lane 6. Brady Henning in lane 7 from North Butler. And Weston Heeman of Riceville in lane 8. Heat 2, time to beat 59.62, set by Gabe Allman of Northwood Kensett in Heat 1. This is a tough person's race. Like, you just got to be strong. You got to just be willing to punish yourself for 52 seconds to be really good at this.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. And the guys that to do this but jump hurdles, I don't even know how that's a thing.
Agree. Trey Johans in the middle there, tightening his headband while running a 400.
Was that Trey?
I think so. I think so.
So is this is this like a tribute to Sutcliffe or something? Like what's with
could
the
be.
headbands?
It
I haven't seen
makes-
such a thing.
I haven't either. Makes you fast. We know that.
It does make you fast.
Trey Johans on the inside lost that headband. Out front.
Oh boy. We have to see who got second place on that
it's
one,
going to
my
be
friend.
really, really close. I'm watching the screen as well. The boys' 400-meter dash. Ryland Dornkamp of West Fork wins it in a 52.48. John Schaefer of Osage gets second, 54.41. Trey Johans third, 54.42. Jake Smith, Nashua Plainfield in fourth. Henning from North Butler in fifth. Matt Clevenger finishes sixth for the Saints. Heeman of Riceville and Martson Osage to round out heat number 2. If we put them all together, it looks like this.
JV long jump from North Butler. Once again, boys JV long jump.
I feel like you just did.
Butler, please report.
Maybe if I can find it. There we go.
Just changed on our end too.
There you go. So that your top 8 do not change. Your top 8 all come from heat
Okay.
number 2.
So I was thinking that when they did that, I felt like that was accurate.
Girls 4x2. The relay coming up next. 2 heats for the girls 4x2. Northwood Kensett Riceville. Central Springs and North Butler will run in heat number 1. The first legs, Chloe Woods for Northwood Kensett, Beth Key for Riceville, Berman of Central Springs, and North Butler running Ryland Tanner.
Here's the results of the girls'
Here in heat
400
1, girls 4x200 meter relay.
Osage. Fifth place, Riley Ryan, Central Springs. Fourth
Did we
place,
get
Dennis
all
Smith,
of the field events
Springs.
announced? Things got a little hectic up here.
I don't think we got the ladies' discus. Well, I don't think they're done.
Are they not?
I still
Yeah.
see them jumping.
Yep. I think you're right. I think we don't have them because they're not done.
High jump may be done.
Talia Conran.
I should get some kids out there to pick up camera equipment.
Both high jumps are done. Have we announced the girls' high jump yet? We did, right? Because we said Charlie Klein, Al Horgan both did well. Boys' high jump looks like this. In third place, Zeke Kalanoff, Nashua Plainfield. Second place, Trey Johan, St. Ansgar jumps 6 foot flat. And Colton Winia from the Saints, the boys' high jump champion, 6 feet 2 inches. Congratulations, Colton.
Congratulations, guys.
Back to the live action here on the track. Heat 1 of 2, girls 4x200 meter relay. Riceville, Northwood, Central Springs, and North Butler are on the track. White flag in the air. We're ready to get started. Cooled off nicely.
Yeah, it feels good.
Feels really nice. And a good night for track. The stands are packed. Love it. And we are underway. Heat 1 of 2. Girls 4x2. Chloe Woods for Northwood. Riceville's running Bethke. Berman for Central Springs and Tanner for North Butler.
A lot of exchanges. A lot of opportunities.
A lot of opportunities.
Those opportunities go either way.
We're to handoff number 1, opportunity number 1. Solberg, Harold, Grigori, and Seahusen. Or at least that's what my list says. Sometimes the coaches change them before they get them to us. Or after they get them to us.
That doesn't seem right. Shouldn't be able to do that, should they?
Right? North Butler appears to have the lead here in the Heat 1 of the girls 4x200 meter relay. Third runners getting the baton now. Bode, Keel, Haas, and Schultz are your three runners, Northwood Kensett, Riceville, Central Springs, and North Butler here in heat number 1. They're going to make the final handoff here at the turn. Rye will have the baton for Northwood Kensett. Howes for Central Springs. Northwood Kensett appears to have the lead here as they hit the 100 meters to go. Up the front stretch. It is Northwood Kensett in the lead. Girls 4x2, heat number 1, Northwood Kensett, North Butler, Central Springs are your top 3. Northwood Kensett sets the time to beat at 2:08.28. Heat 1 girls 4x2. 4x2 record here for the girls set by Nashua Plainfield in that first year. Minute 54. Minute 54.
2:08 the time to beat here in the second heat.
Second heat looks like this. In lane 1, Osage. Lane 2, Osage. Lane 3, St. Ansgar. Lane 4, West Fork. Lane 5, Nashua Plainfield. North Butler is running in 6. West Fork in 7. And Riceville running in lane number 8. Heat 2, girls 4x2. Martson and Johnson are the 2 Osage runners running in 1 and 2 on leg number 1. The St. Ansgar team looks like this. First leg, Emerson Brum, Rylan Halverson. On that second leg, Addie Jensen. On the third, Ava Falk is the anchor for the Saints. Sheffield will run a Schmidt in the first leg, Ava Felsky for Nashua Plainfield, Knoll for North Butler, Baker for West Fork, and Bogus for Riceville. On leg number 1 here, heat 2, 2:09 is the time to beat. Up next, there'll be 2 heats of the boys 4x2 as well. Saints have 2 teams running in the boys 4x2. And then we go back to hurdles.
Look out.
Red flag in the air. Mr. Kramer's got that. He switches it to white. We're good to go. White flag in the air. Heat 2, girls 4x200 meter relay about to get underway. Coming in, Osage, North Butler, Nashua Plainfield, and St. Ansgar, seed time-wise, all within a second of each other. So this might be a fun one.
Oh, my. A second?
All within a second of each other, seed time-wise.
Joe, this is going to be good. Chat's open for those of you who like to hear the things that we're saying. If you don't like what we're saying, well, I guess it's still open. Just don't use it.
We're underway. Heat 2 of 2, girls 4x2. First set of handoffs coming up. The stagger is so big in this race. We're just watching them run, watching handoffs. You're watching for the white flag over here. If you're like me and you're a long ways away, you're just looking for that white flag. That means all the handoffs were clean. If we get the official white flag in the air. Handoffs underway. Second runners, Hansen for Osage, Kennedy for Osage, Rylan Halverson for the Saints, Huff, West Fork, Nashua Plainfield with Schmidt, North Butler running Groen, Jansen of Sheffield, West Fork, and Noble of Riceville.
The flag was white, Joe, while you were looking that up.
That is good to know. Clean handoffs all around. Third leg, girls 4x2, heat number 2. Batons are passed. Martson, Aschenbrenner, both of Osage, Jensen from St. Ansgar, Alyssa Wood, West Fork, Burrichter of Nashua Plainfield, Stanborough, North Butler, LaFranchi of West Fork, and Becker from Riceville on the track, headed to the last runner, the last handoff. Anchor leg runners on the track look like this. Osage running Kamenik and Moose. St. Ansgar running Ava Falk, Pomeran of West Fork, who we've seen close really strong a couple of times. Calvik from Nashua Plainfield, Sterling North Butler, Wiseman West Fork, and Node of Riceville. Ava Falk and the West Fork runner are neck and neck. West Fork Sheffield runs away with it, a 153.93 for West Fork. St. Ansgar finishes second, 159.46. Nashua Plainfield in third, Osage in fourth. That is a meet record for West Fork at that 153.93 by about a quarter of a second. They set the meet record and win the girls 4x200 meter relay. Nice job, ladies. West Fork wins it here in the girls 4x2 running.
Your winner with a jump of 6 feet 2 inches from St. Ansgar, Colton Winiam.
Colton Winnie wins another one.
They did. I think that was the high jump that they just did, right?
Oh, they did. You're right. I was thinking, because I just heard the high jump, but that was from you.
That was from
I thought when I heard the other with the jump up, I thought, did he do long jump? But he doesn't do long jump. I don't think so.
Girls 4x2 record, meet record set by West Fork tonight, 153.93. Josephine Schmidt, Daisy Huff, Alyssa Wood, and Talia Pomeran. Congratulations, ladies. The boys 4x200 meter relay. Heat 1 of 2 up next, running in Lane 2, West Fork with Kruger, Jones, Groff, and Erke. Lane 3, Nashua Plainfield, Burrichter, Bucknell, Runge, and Hulbert. In Lane 4, Osage with Crandall, Relo, Hankey, and Miner. Lane 5, North Butler running Nielsen, Junker, Gomez, and Nielsen. Lane 6, Riceville, Morales, Conway, O'Donnell, and Rice. And in Lane 7, Central Springs with Bowman, Dale, Hammond, and Schiff. Boys 4x200 meter relay, Heat 1 of 2. Both Saints teams are in Heat 2. Whistle. We're ready to go. The wind has shifted significantly. It was out of the southeast. It's now basically southwest. It's moved quite a bit. There is the starting gun, and we are off in the boys 4x2. Heat 1, Kruger, Burrichter, Crandall, Nielsen, Morales, and Bowman on the track. Going to hand it off here to Graff for West Fork, Runge of Nashua Plainfield. No, that's not right. Brooks of West Fork, Bucknell of Nashua Plainfield, Relo of Osage, Junker of North Butler, Riceville with Dane and Conway, and Central Springs, Dale. Dane and Conway has the Wildcats out front.
Commanding lead.
Central Springs and North Butler, Osage are next. Third runners on the track, Graff, Runge, Hankey, Gomez, O'Donnell, and Haymond. This has been a good race. Going to start to bunch up here as we hit that last handoff. Your anchor runners For West Fork, Erkey, Hulbert, Nashua Plainfield, Minor from Osage, North Butler running Miles Nielsen, Rice from Osage, and Landon Schiff of Central Springs. Heat 1 of 2, boys 4x200 meter relay.
Osage took the lead there on that third leg. They had a bad exchange.
Slowed him up a touch.
Slowed him up.
That West Fork out front then? Yeah, West Fork, Osage, North Butler, Riceville are going to be your top 4. West Fork sets the time to beat. A minute 48:52. 148.52 is the time to beat set by West Fork. North Butler finished second in that heat. Riceville third. Nashua Plainfield 4. Osage got disqualified, so that handoff not only did it slow him up, but actually they got him DQ'd. So Osage was DQ'd in that one. Heat 2 looks like this. Boys, 4x200 meter relay. Central Springs in lane 1 running Blickendorfer, DeMarco, Meyer, and Liggins. West Fork in lane 2 running Freiholtz, Hansen, Sunken, and Bear. Lane 3, Nashua Plainfield with Williams, Felsky, Blanchard, and Smith. Osage in lane 4 with Tabbert, Huseman, and Street. Lane 5, Pakey, Bartles, McCormick, and Thorne. In lane 6, Dietrich, Cruzy, Falk, and Trenton of St. Ansgar. Lane 7, Riceville's Node, Bethke, and Smith. And lane 8, St. Ansgar has another entry of Jensen, Warrington, and Marks. That would be Zach Jensen, Lane Jensen, Hayden Warrington, and Dylan Marks. So 2 Saints teams here to watch, lane 6 and lane 8. This, at least seed time-wise, ought to be a very competitive race. Cooper Street, I think this is his first race of the night. It's my understanding we won't hear the name Quinn Street tonight.
Tell me about that.
He is out with injury. I think I heard a little knee surgery to clean up a little issue there before he goes to UNI. He hopes to be back. Word on the street is he will be back at the end of track season here, but is out early as he recovers. So we wish him nothing but the best. Get healthy, Quinn, and come compete.
Yeah, no kidding. I was surprised that I hadn't heard his name already tonight. I didn't realize that was true, and I know he's a tremendous athlete. A lot of fun to watch him run.
I think we'll get to do that there at the end of the season at a couple of events. Sounds like he will be back before he takes his football talents to UNI next year.
Man, the years travel fast, don't they?
They sure do. Heat 2 underway. A fast first leg all the way around. Second runners, Xander Hansen and DeMarco, Central Springs and West Fork, Nashua Plainfield, Landon Felsky, Tristan Huseman of Osage, North Butler with Bartles, St. Ansgar's Lucas Cruzy, Riceville's Bethke, and St. Ansgar's Lane Jensen are your second runners here. They come up the front stretch. Riceville's got the lead, Osage right behind. North Butler, St. Ansgar, West Fork, and Nashua Plainfield. Third runners on the track. Cohen Meyer, Dax Sunken, Devin Blanchard, Landon Huseman, Evan McCormick, Grayson Falk, Trace Bethke, and Hayden Warrington. On the track, boys 4x2, Heat 2. For all the marbles, here we go. Last handoff underway. Osage appears to have a commanding lead as they head into that final turn. Cooper Street has the baton for the Green Devils and has the big lead.
Big lead, and he is moving.
Riceville and West Fork battling it out for second and third. North Butler, Nashua Plainfield. Both Saints teams must have had handoff issues.
See JT Red coming in there.
And Dylan Marks was the other Saints runner. It appears, yeah, they are going to give both Saints teams a time, so they did not get DQ'd. That was my concern. So they both get it done there. Your compiled results.
Wrong race here, I think.
Let's see if we can get those pulled up for you. As we get further into this thing, they're harder to find. Osage wins it with a time of 133.48, West Fork 135.57, and second in Riceville finishes third. In the boys 4x200 meter relay. The record for that one coming into tonight was held by Osage in 2022 at a minute 36. So the Osage team beats their previous record, and they set a new meet record, 133.48. Congratulations, Tabbert, Huseman, and Street. Up next, the girls' 100-meter hurdles. 2 heats for girls' 100-meter hurdles. Heat number 1 in lane 2, Josie Martin of Central Springs, Sophia Huseman in lane 3 from St. Ansgar. In lane 4, Lexi Jewell of St. Ansgar, Ava Schmidt in lane 5 of Nashua Plainfield, Paplo, Nashua Plainfield in lane 6, and Kendall Grady of Central Springs in lane 7. Heat 1 of 2 girls 100-meter hurdles.
You're right, I'm having a hard time finding stuff.
Yeah,
trying to get the results of the boys, and
yeah,
they do a good job of just keeping this thing moving, then move on to the next event.
Team race update. Third place for the girls, Nashua Plainfield with 41 points. West Fork, 51 points. And with 11 of 19 events scored, the Saints have 106 points. The Saints girls more than doubled up second place so far with 11 of 19 events scored. The Saints girls a commanding lead in the team race. Let's go to the boys' side. Third place, 12 events scored of 19. North Butler in third place with 61 points. The Saints in second place with 79 points. And Osage leads it with 80. So just 1 point separates the Green Devils and the Saints in a race made up all of Mitchell County at the top. As per usual.
As per usual, the Mitchell County athletes, of course, of course.
Here we go. The girls' 100-meter hurdles underway. Heat 1 of 2. Jewell and Huseman both running for the Saints. They're going to finish second and third here in heat number 1. Ava Schmidt wins it at Nashua Plainfield, 1892. Lexi Jewell runs a 1943, the freshman. And the sophomore Saint Sophie Huseman runs a 1981, a personal best for her. Congratulations. We'll head to heat number 2. Heat 2 of the girls' 100-meter hurdles. Rylan Orton of West Fork in lane 1. Perova, Northwood Kensett in lane 2. Claire McCandless in lane 3 from North Butler. Alexis Rose, North Butler lane 4. Abby Schoening, West Fork in lane 5. True Hackemiller, Northwood Kensett in 6. And Nerland, Osage in 7. McRoberts in 8, also of Osage. Alexis Rose, the runner to beat here. She's come in and run a time of 17.2. In terms of seed, is run a 16:44 last year, I believe. She's the runner to beat. Mackenzie Felsky, Nashua Plainfield, has the record here. A time of 13 point. Nope, that's not right. That's not a hurdle. That's too fast. I'll find it here in just a minute. The race is underway. North Butler out front, the North Butler runner going to run away with it. That's Alexis Rose. She's going to win it here. The girls' 100-meter hurdles run by Alexis Rose. North Butler time is 17.37, 17:37 for Alexis Rose of North Butler. Congratulations, Mick Roberts of Osage finishes second. McCandless, North Butler in third. So your meet record, Lindsay Moore, Northwood Kensett, 15:73.
Ay, ay, ay.
That's fast.
Nearly 2 seconds faster than Rose, and I thought Rose looked really good in that.
She looked really smooth, didn't she? Alexis Rose wins the girls' 100-meter hurdles.
Here's the girls' scores. The 11 and 19 events scored. In 8th place with 15 points, Raceville. 7th place, 24 points.
Boys' 110-meter high hurdles coming up next. They got to raise these babies up and spread them out just a little bit, make them run 10 yards further and jump about 4 inches higher.
4th place with 38 points. North
2 heats for the boys.
with 41 points, Nashville Plainfield.
Heat 1 is Weston Himes, Northwood Kensett. He'll be in lane 2. Lane 3, Needert, Nashua Plainfield. Lane 4, Noah Baron of Riceville. In lane 5, Jace Hipsch of Central Springs. In lane 6, Brady Tufty, Northwood Kensett. That's heat number 1, boys 110-meter hurdles. It takes a village to run one of these events, and if you look at the folks wearing the headsets and most of them in red sweatshirts making this thing happen, my hats off to all those folks. Coach Clevenger and Coach Suisau both do a great job, the boys and girls side, of getting volunteers to help this thing run, and not just run, but run smoothly, and they've done a phenomenal job tonight.
We had trivia last year. How many volunteers does it take to make this happen? And I wish I remember what that number was.
I know, me too. I remember being blown away how many people are here to help this thing run.
Heat 1 and 2. Boys, 110-meter hurdles.
Looks like they're getting set. They're in the blocks.
And they're off.
Here they come. Up the front stretch. Over the hurdles. That's Hipsch, I believe. Central Springs with a big lead over the 2 Northwood Kensett runners. Jace Hipsch, Central Springs, wins heat number 1 of the boys' 110-meter hurdles. 1681 officially. 1681 for Jace Hipsch. Weston Himes, Northwood Kensett in 2nd. Tufty, Northwood Kensett in 3rd. Baran Riceville finishes 4th. Heat number 2. Start list looks like this. Landon Hillman, St. Ansgar, lane 1. Jax Thorne in lane 2 of North Butler. Also of North Butler, Cameron Bartles in lane 3. Lane 4, Parker Kisley of Osage. Severin Dodd, Osage in lane 5. Kyle Vance from Riceville in lane 6. In lane 7, we got Tyler Zimmer of Nashua Plainfield. Lane 8, Colton Winia, St. Ansgar. This will be a fun one. A bunch of sub-16-second times in
I'm
this one.
noticing that too. That's so great.
Dodd and Kisley both are crazy fast. Bartles not terribly far behind.
What's your meet record here, Joe?
Meet record, boys, 110-meter hurdles. Colbin Miller, North Butler, 15.2. 15.2 is the number to beat. Can they do that tonight? They are running into the wind. The wind has shifted. It is dead out of the west. So now coming up that front stretch there, these boys are running into a 15-mile-an-hour wind. That does not help. See if they can push through it. Dodd is the Osage runner on the left from this perspective. Kisley on the right. There's your 2 favorites. They both get out strong. Look out, North Butler on the inside. Bartles and Kisley to the line. Going to wait for a time there. That's too close to call.
Yep.
Parker Kisley wins at 15.94. Parker Kisley is your winner in the boys' 100 10-meter high hurdles. Bartles from North Butler had the lead the whole race, and I think he got him right at the end.
He did.
Kistley nips Bartles at the end. 16:07 is his time. Colton Winia finishes third, 17:71. Really nice run from Colton Winia. He finishes third. Kyle Vance finishes fourth.
Great job, Colton Winnie. A personal best on that one.
Nicely done.
The guy's doing a lot of jumping tonight, high jumps. The second time I've seen him do hurdles already, so he's, at least 3 events in.
Jace Hipsch from that first heat finishes third, so Winia ends up fourth in the compiled results. Hipsch with a really nice run in Heat 1 finishes third. So it's Kistley, Bartles, Hipsch, Winia. Your top 4. Girls 800-meter run up next.
We haven't talked about how these teams score, how they get points, Joe. And that's, I think, if you're watching from home and we're talking about the leaderboards, how do they get those points? How are they awarded?
It's essentially reverse, right? You get 8 points if you win the race, 7 points if you finish second, and so on. And 8th place gets you 1 point? Does that sound right?
No.
Okay. You tell us how it works.
I think it's 10, 8, 6.
You're right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that's how it goes.
10,
right?
8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep. I mean,
Got it.
I'm not even positive because it might be different in the season versus later. But I think I was just telling in state how they score them at state. I assume it's the same day in the season, right?
Got to be, right?
I think so.
I mean, if you know, you let us know in the old comments below, but we believe that's correct.
Small details, really, like you said. You're right. It is the reverse of your place, right?
Yep.
Score the most points,
but
with the
there's
smallest.
2. It goes by 2 at the beginning. I gotcha.
10, 8, 6, I think. Yeah, and then 5, 4, 3, 2.
Heat 1 of 1 girls 800-meter run. Lila Powers is your favorite for the Saints. Harper Damaris, Bielefeld from Osage, Dick, West Fork, Maine, Central Springs, Torrey Canigs, Riceville, Sudol, Nashua Plainfield, Chester, Nashua Plainfield, Elise Brown of Osage, Lonnie Johnson, Riceville, Schilling, West Fork, and Ryan, Central Springs, we believe, are your runners on the track, although I just see Ryan and Koenigs now show do not start, so they must be out today. So we're down to 11 runners on the track here. Girls 800-meter run. Lila Powers chasing her personal best of 12:18.88.
Joe, it's an 800. We got a couple minutes here. So Dawson Clark, thank you for chiming in. He says they're only scoring the top 6 tonight. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1.
10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. There you go.
I don't know how they decide that. Maybe the number of teams?
I bet somewhere in this thing we could find that answer.
Yep, I bet you're right. Dawson, thanks. I appreciate your chiming in.
Powers has the lead. Damaris in second.
So the other thing that confirms is that it's not the same all the time, right?
Right. Yep, it does confirm
not
that.
always.
You're correct. Lila Powers has a commanding lead. Harper Damaris in second. Saints looking to finish 1 and 2 in this girls' 800-meter run.
Both have a substantial lead over the girl in front of them, but still plenty, or the girl behind them, but plenty of room left in this race.
Steady pace for both Saints runners. They look like they both have commanding leads. Well, I tell you what, I've been impressed with Harper Damaris.
I have too, Joe.
The freshman has run a couple of races tonight and kind of showed off, quite frankly, in the best way possible. She looks so good out there, the Saints freshman.
She's about to get past here.
The last leg of this 800 is always the hard part. Lila Powers coming to the line. Really nice hard charge there to finish second. Damaris is going to finish third. So it's Lila Powers, 2:44.49. McKenna Dick, West Fork, finishes second at 2:46. Really nice race from McKenna Dick from West Fork. Harper Damaris, Saints freshman, finishes in third with a 2:50.28. Sudol Nashua Plainfield 252, and Bielefeld Osage in 5th. Chester, Maine.
Brown and Schilling yet to finish.
The boys were out on the track a little early there. They threw everybody off. There's still girls coming. Get off the track, boys. Boys, 800-meter run. Again, heat 1 of 1. Legee, Osage, Pakey, North Butler, Joe Clevenger, St. Ansgar, Braden Mitchell, Nashua Plainfield, Tufty, Northwood Kensett, Peterson, Northwood Kensett, Drew Freeman for the Saints, Swenson of West Fork, Brady Henning, North Butler, Avery Muller, Nashua Plainfield, Parker Evans of Riceville, Wayne Anderson, Osage, Hatley of Riceville, Arthur of Central Springs, Haas of Central Springs, and Groff of West Fork are your 16 entries here in the boys' 800-meter run.
200 meters. Once again,
Popular race.
200-meter dash. First call.
Lague. If you're out there from Osage and can tell me how to pronounce that last name, give me the old phonetic spelling in the chat. We'd sure appreciate it.
Legoo?
Legoo? I like
Leggy?
Leggy? Yeah. All are possibilities. However you say it, he's fast because he's out front to start.
Yeah, my Midwest Osage, my fine Osage upbringing, that's not a name that we had around at the time.
Right? Yep. Nashua Plainfield, runner out front, Braden Mitchell.
Legoo says.
Legoo? Thank you. Legoo.
Jake? Thank you, Jake.
Jake DeLee, with a name like DeLee, he knows how to say Legoo. Of course he does. Thank you, Jake.
Appreciate you chiming in. It's always helpful to get help.
Yep.
As you can imagine. Well, it's a tight pack here after round 1 with Legoo in the lead.
Legoo out front. Nashua Plainfield right up there. North Butler. That's Pakey, one of the Pakeys. I'll let you guess which one. Because I don't know.
I'll say T.
Okay. That's a very good guess.
Thank you.
It's the second letter of the first name that's a little harder, though. Is it U or R?
Now that I'm not willing to venture out.
You're not, huh? Couple North Butler runners, an Osage runner, and Joe Clevenger in 4th. Joe Clevenger right there with 200 to go. Joe turns it up here. Does he have enough to catch the Osage and North Butler runners out front?
This is the time when things happen. And Joe says now he is sprinting around these guys right now.
Clevenger
Joe is waiting. Joe is just hanging out.
He's got gasoline in the tank.
Let's see how much he's got left here. This is
Gasolino Papa Joe Clevenger. Let's go.
Papa Joe. Let's go. Let's go.
Clevenger, Henning, Legoo. Nice run, nice finish. That's a good race right there early in the season. Boys 800-meter. Traeger Pakey wins it 2:13.54. Joe Clevenger 2:13.93. Brady Henning, North Butler 2:14 in 3rd. And Legoo of Osage 2:15.8. There's your top 4 separated by less than 2 seconds. And the boys 800-meter run. It's Pakey, Clevenger, Henning, Legoo.
Great race. Joe Clevenger, great job on that one.
That's
I like the strategy.
The boys 800-meter record held by, can you guess?
I have a guess.
Here at St. Ansgar, Riley Witt ran that thing in 1:57.
Oh, can you imagine what that looks like out there today? The guy that finishes a good 15 seconds before today's first place winner, that's insane.
And didn't look like he was running. Right? I mean, he was that glide guy. Crazy.
I don't know. I've seen him run that race here and just kind of hang out in first or second place, and then just decide with one lap to go just to turn on the jets, and it's fun to watch.
Drew Freeman of St. Ansgar finishes 10th. Good run by the Saints freshman, Drew Freeman. 2:23 is the time for Saints freshman Drew Freeman. Moving on, it is 200-meter time. We'll start with the girls. Girls 200 meters, 2 heats. Heat 1 of 2. Ott of Central Springs, Martinez and Winfrey of West Fork, Woltoff, Riceville, Patton of Nashua, Plainfield, Bogus, Riceville, Olivia Moose of Osage, and Leah Schwark from Central Springs. Heat 1 of 2, girls 200-meter dash. They're in that far corner. Looks like they're getting set up.
Better get the camera over there.
I see a herd over there, so we got to be close, right? There's a large group of children and officials.
First look for the group, and then find the man.
Find the white flag and the green hat. Yeah, there he is. Headed to the line for the girls' 200-meter dash, heat 1 of 2. Both Saints runners in heat 2, Klein and Meyer, Charlie and Jada.
If you're wondering where Macy Meyer is tonight, you're going to tune in the golf stream. Another great Saints athlete who qualified for state golf last year. It's fun to see that. Her Papa Brian Meyer got to cover her at that state meet with the stream. Saints TV first. We hope to do some more of those.
For sure. Hard to believe it's that time of year already.
It really is.
It is. Girls 200-meter dash are getting set up over there in the far corner. It's been a good night here in St. Ansgar as the sun sets.
So we have, well, I don't want to miss the camera work here, but I probably should end those other streams. I see there's no one long jumping, right? We got all the results for every.
You know why we wait?
Event?
I don't think we've announced the boys' shot put or the girls' discus, have we?
Negative.
We should do some of those. But this is a 200, so once it starts, it's almost over. We got to be real fast here.
I don't see a hand in the air yet.
All right. So let's go boys' shot put because that's at the top of the list here. Boys' shot put. Derek Heeman finishes 5th.
You better wait. He's blowing the whistle. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Oh, well, there's your hint. Derek Heeman finishes 5th. That's all you're getting. We'll come back to it. Heat 1 of 2 girls, 200-meter dash, hand in the air. And we're off. Good start for Heat 1 here in the girls' 200-meter dash. Patton, Nashua Plainfield, Woltoff, Riceville. Riceville. With Bogus. Way out front. We'll get you time here. Heat 1 of 2 girls, 200-meter. Woltoff of Riceville, 29.63. 200-meter dash. Time to beat is 29.63. Leah Schwark of Central Springs finishes 2nd in that heat. Bogus of Riceville in 3rd. Wayne from Nashua Plainfield in 4th. Winfrey, West Fork, finishes 5th. Moose, Osage in 6th. Martinez and Ott round out the pack in Heat 1, girls 200-meter dash. Heat 2 looks like this. Ashlyn Skellinger, Northwood Kensett in lane 1. In lane 2, Jalissa White, Nashua Plainfield. Lane 3, Charlie Klein of St. Ansgar. In lane 4, Cora Barnett, North Butler. In lane 5, Jada Meyer of St. Ansgar. Lane 6, Camry Garowen, North Butler. Kaylee Schwark of Osage in lane 7, and Hickston Crambeer in lane 8 from Northwood Kensett. Cora Barnett, the junior, running in lane 4, has run a sub 28. Let's see if she can do that here again tonight. She is the runner to beat. Cora Barnett, North Butler in lane 4. Jada Meyer to her outside in lane 5. Charlie Klein in lane 3 on the inside. Around that corner, it's Barnett and Meyer. Barnett. North Butler is going to win it. Jada Meyer finishes second in a nice race for her. Jada Meyer, the Saints sophomore, finishes in second. Cora Barnett is your winner. The girls' 200-meter dash. Cora Barnett, 28:37. Jada Meyer finishes second, 28:75. Cranbeer of Northwood Kensett in third at 30:82. Charlie Klein finishes fourth. Groen in fifth. White in sixth. Nice race from Jada Meyer.
No doubt.
She's impressed me tonight as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Charlie Klein.
Final results.
Did Charlie end up finishing fifth? Sixth. Charlie Klein finishes sixth. Jada Meyer second in that girls 200. Cora Barnett wins it for North Butler. Boys 200-meter dash on the track. 2 heats here as well. It's Hipsch, Central Springs, Jacobson, Northwood, Kensett, Carpenter, Nashua, Plainfield, Smith of Riceville, Bartles, North Butler, Hendrickson of Riceville, Duval, Northwood, Kensett, and Cockler of Central Springs.
And they're off. Just like
They
that.
are racing. Owen Smith, Riceville in lane 4, Jack Bartles in lane 5. North Butler on the outside. That's Jack Bartles. Running away with it. Jack Bartles wins Heat 1. The boys' 200-meter dash. 24:74 and a personal best for the junior from North Butler, Jack Bartles. Hipsch finishes second, 25:75. Jacobson, Northwood Kensett.
Boys 1600 meter. Once again, first and last call.
Nolan Hendrickson, Riceville. Carpenter of Nashua, Plainfield are your top 5. Heat 2, boys 200-meter dash. Anthony Schnabel, St. Ansgar in lane 1. Ryland Dornkamp, West Fork in lane 2. Connor Mullenbach in lane 3 for the Saints. Kalanoff in lane 4 of Nashua, Plainfield. Huseman, Osage, lane 5. Bartles in lane 6 from North Butler. Brett Bear of West Fork in 7. And Schaefer of Osage in lane 8. So from a team point standpoint, right, a big race here with 2 Osage runners and 2 St. Ansgar runners in this race. Can you get double points out of your 2 runners here? Got to finish in the top 6, we learned tonight, to get points.
That's correct.
I mean, we knew that. I'm sure somewhere
we
deep
did.
inside that brain of ours was that information. Wow, my loan offer's gone down to $55,000 that I get randomly every day on my phone.
Well, that's
Let me know
not
if you
good.
can top that. 200-meter. Heat 1 of 2 underway. Excuse me, Heat 2 of 2 underway. Schnabel, Mullenbach for your Saints. Huseman for Osage, but Bartles for North Butler. Away he goes. North Butler's Cameron Bartles in lane 6. Says he's just a freshman, 23-25. For Cameron Bartles of North Butler, Tristan Huseman, 23-40 from Osage, finishes second. Brett Bear finishes third from West Fork. Connor Mullenbach finishes fourth. Zeke Kalanoff in fifth. And Ryland Dornkamp in sixth. So no double points. Schaefer finishes seventh. Schnabel finishes eighth. So neither team scores in both, but the Osage boys extend their lead by a couple of points over the Saints as that team race continues to heat up. We'll get you an update here in a minute. Girls 400-meter hurdles. So remember we said that you had to be tough to run a 400?
I can't even watch it, Joe.
Now put
I can't
obstacles in
watch.
your way, and let's see how much harder it gets. This is a hard race, no doubt about it. Let's go back to those boys' shot put results that I promised you why they set up these hurdles. It always takes a little time here in transition.
Yes, it does.
So let's go there. Let's get the rest of these shot put results to you. Already, we teased you a little bit. Derek Heeman finished 5th. He threw 41 feet 4 inches. Ryan Bayer of Osage finished 4th, 42 feet 2 inches. Alex Mason of Osage finishes 3rd with a throw of 43 feet even. In 2nd place, Brecken Eulenhop, North Butler, 44 feet 10 inches. And your champion from St. Ansgar with a throw of 53 feet 10 inches, Braden Halverson. Congratulations, Brad. He throws 53 feet 10 inches in the shot put. Breaks Ryan Hackbart's meet record of 46 feet 10 inches. Braden Halverson, new meet record. And your champion in the boys' shot put. Congratulations, Braden Halverson.
That's amazing.
We owe you girls' discus results as well. Are you ready for those?
Just about. Yep, I'm ready.
Izzy O'Dowd finishes 5th for North Butler. Olivia Damaris finishes 4th for the Saints, throw of 95 feet 2 inches. Briley Dickman finishes 3rd for West Fork. Zelia Dahlstrom finishes 2nd out of Central Springs, a throw of 106.09. That's 106 feet 9 inches for those of you keeping track at home. And your champion, the girls' discus from St. Ansgar with a throw of 120 feet 3 inches. You heard that right. 120 feet 3 inches, Lindsay Cruzy. Congratulations, Lindsay Cruzy. She missed the meet record by 2 inches. 2.
Really?
2.
And I'll tell you what, she's throwing in the wind tonight.
For sure. The 400-meter high hurdles, or low hurdles, I guess, but they're still high enough for me. Heat 1 of 1, Lauren Adams, Osage, Orton, West Fork, Schmidt, Nashua Plainfield, Schoening, West Fork, Brinkman, North Butler, Kerwinski, Nashua Plainfield, and Christensen of Northwood Kensett are your girls' 400-meter hurdlers on the track.
How many hurdles are out there?
Not a clue.
I was given a number.
8 lanes times 1, 2.
Well, I'm sorry. For each runner, how many times does each runner have to jump?
5. I believe it's 6 times. Does that sound right?
It's not a huge number. I know Colton was talking about it this morning. So I might have to do the 400 hurdles. He said
Might have to.
He says it's only like, and there might have been 6 jumps. It might have been 7. It was it was lower than I thought, but still way too many.
This is where it starts to get punishing. And now the wind is in your face. You're coming up this front stretch. Kerwinski for Nashua Plainfield is out front. Look at that. You just got to dig. That's impressive just to see him get through that. That is a tough race. Kelly Zerwinski, Nashua Plainfield, minute 11.99, a personal best in this win for the sophomore. Ava Schmidt, Nashua Plainfield, finishes in second. So Nashua Plainfield goes 1-2 in that race. Lainey Brinkman finishes third. Osage, Lauren Adams finishes fourth. And Maddie Christensen, Northwood Kensett, fifth. Orton and Schoening are 7 and 8 in that one. Boys 400-meter hurdles time, 2 heats for the boys. In Heat 1, Cohen Rao, Central Springs. Jacob Rogner, Central Springs in lane 2. Weston Heeman in lane 3 of Riceville. Colton Robinson in lane 4 of Northwood Kensett. Porter Schwiesow in lane 5. Good to see him lined up back out there after the big tumble in the shuttle hurdle. Caleb Kruger in lane 6 of West Fork, and Braden Williams of West Fork in lane 7. That's what she looks like. We do have 2 heats here for the boys. So this is heat number 1. Landon Hillman is in heat 2 for the Saints. And you're going to get to see a special treat tonight. That's Tucker Pakey run these. Tucker flies over these things in the 400, or he did last year. Well, we'll get to watch that here in heat number 2. But heat number 1 first, we'll watch as they take the track.
There's a good chance he's even better this year.
For sure. For sure. The boss man himself in the booth. So if you hear us change, it's because we got to be on our P's and Q's now.
That's a fact.
We got the head honcho of this whole affair in the booth with us here. We might have to get him a microphone, see if he's got any wisdom about track. I bet he does.
I bet he does too.
Boys, 400-meter hurdles. Heat 1 on the track, and they are off. Let's count how many times the jump. That'll be the fun thing that we do here.
Just pick one guy, though. There's one. Okay,
I got one. We're trying to decide if it's 6 or 7. 2. I think it's 6. I'm going to lock in 6.
3.
3. Nope, it's 7.
Oh, yeah.
4. It might be 8.
It might be 8.
5.
You got 5 already.
5 already. See, I lose him in the corner. I can't even see him.
6.
Heat 1 of 2. Boys, 400-meter hurdles.
I was following the wrong guy.
It's at least 8, 9 now.
Oh, yeah. It's officially 10, I'm pretty sure.
Colton Robinson jumps over the 10th hurdle of his race, we believe, and he's going to win it for Northwood Kensett. Nice run from Porter Schweisow. Can he hold on to second place? Riceville on the inside. Colton Robinson, 103.98. That's the time to beat. Weston Heeman, Riceville, does edge Schweisow right at the end there, 106.69 to 106.96. Schweisow in third. Williams fourth. Caleb Kruger in fifth. Rogner in sixth. And Cohen Rao, I believe. If it's the Rao I'm thinking of from Central Springs, that's a Rao, not a row. Heat 2, 400-meter hurdles. Andrew Schmidt, Nashville Plainfield in lane 1. Max Miner from Osage in lane 2. Kyle Vance of Riceville in lane 3. Tucker Pakey, North Butler in lane 4. Noah Dallagher in lane 5 from Osage. Landon Felsky, Nashville Plainfield lane 6. Landon Hillman, it's the Battle of the Landons in 6 and 7. Landon Hillman, St. Ansgar in lane 7. Jake Voorhees in North Butler lane 8. Is that like Jason Voorhees?
I didn't want to say it, but you just did.
Different. That's different. This is Jake. It's not Friday or anything.
The son of.
Yeah.
Son of. I don't know. I have no idea. I tell you what, though, if Jake's dad is Jason, that's pretty cool.
That'd be very cool. In fact, Jake, if you're listening, any future sons you have should be named Jason. You just got to keep that alive. In 20 years, nobody will even know about it.
Well, I don't know. There might be like a
part 19 or whatever.
Friday the 13th. Yeah. Number 32. I don't even know. They number them?
It's getting late in the night. We're getting a little goofy up here. 400-meter hurdles, boys, on the track. Heat 2, Landon Hillman for the Saints in lane 7. We determined there are 10 sets of hurdles. We were a little off at 6.
I bet the kids are wishing we were right.
I bet you're right. They're like, we'll take those. But we talked about how hard this race is without having to jump 10 times. Just adds to the pain. But they make it look easy. These boys do make it look easy. I'm impressed.
Now we're watching lane 4. You said that
Tucker
Pakey's going to make it look amazing here. Let's just get in here.
Watch him coming up the front stretch here. He's going to have some work to do.
I bet he's got a strategy. Although he's got room to make up as Nashua Plainfield having a really good run. That's Landon Felsky. Landon Felsky. Pakey's going to finish second. Osage going to finish third. Really nice night in the 400-meter hurdles for Landon Felsky. Sets a PR, the senior, 58.86. 58.86 in a 400 is pretty good. No joke.
Without hurdles in the way, right? I mean, that's an impressive night.
Man.
Landon Felsky wins it. Tucker Pakey finishes second. Max Miner in third. Landon Hillman in fourth for the Saints. Good run from the Saints junior. Minute 2 for Hillman for the Saints. I'm just looking up the record here. The 400-meter hurdle record held by Clement time of 58.2, so just off the record for Felski tonight. But he wins the boys 400-meter hurdles. Congratulations, Landon Felski. Up next, girls 1,500-meter run. The 1,500-meter run girls, we have 13 entries. Scarlett Burns of Osage, the runner to watch. Claire Zweibaummer, going to chase her down, right? Just like we saw in the 3,000, we're going to see something very similar here in the 1,500 with Burns and Zweibaummer.
Well, you got Scarlett. I'm sorry. Yeah, Scarlett, Zweibaummer. You got Ava in there.
And then you're going to add, so the difference in this one is we're going to add Ava Witt to the mix, right?
Correct.
And so I'm trying to decide, on their production meeting, that light better or worse?
Worse, but can you not see?
No, I'm going to just do this so I can see. Sorry about that.
You can turn it on.
For those of you
I'll
listening
adjust.
at home, but we're trying to figure out how to see our papers as darkness falls here.
No, you could turn it on. I
don't like it on either. I can't. It's too much glare on the window. So
got it.
I'm just going to do this. I only need to see my paper occasionally. Scarlett Burns out front here in the girls 1,500. Ava Witt and Claire Zweibaummer. Oh, and by the way, let's not forget.
Not forget. We won't forget.
Of the most talented runners here in North Iowa, you've got Ivy Urbach in there as well for Northwood Kensett. So those four are going to put on a show if I had to make a prediction.
And there's another Zweibaummer and Camry, who's just a freshman, but what does she have to bring to the table here tonight?
Urbach, Zweibaummer, Witt, and Burns way out front in this one. You know, those four are going to make each other better, too. They run against each other twice a week, and then they go down to state and get to run against everybody else. That might be kind of fun for everybody involved here. North Iowa represent.
I agree.
Girls 1,500 meter. Believe we're coming up on halfway done, right? Here? 2 laps to go when they cross?
Yes, sir.
You know, it's not often at this level you get to call a super competitive 2-mile and 1-mile race, and I think we're going to get to do both tonight.
Here's your split. 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Fast start here, especially this early in the season.
No joke. It's not much over a minute per lap. And they're doing 4 of them. Here's the other Zweibaummer. And a pack of ladies.
If we go out front, Zweibaummer's pulled up alongside Burns. Witt is in 3rd. Ivy Urbach lurking in 4th.
And I believe that's what Urbach is going to do. She's just going to hang.
She's going to hang, yep. Just going to hang out. Happy to be right there. And then you're going to see her turn it on in that last 200. Speaking of turning it on, here comes Zweibaummer. She's going to kick it down already. She's going to try to put a little distance between her and Scarlett Burns.
I have so much respect for Scarlett. She knows her own style. She's not going to be influenced by how someone else runs. Matter of fact, I'm sure she knows a lot about how Zweibaummer does her thing, right? And these girls, like you said, they're just making each other stronger right now.
And they know each other well, as you said. Zweibaummer, Burns, Witt, Urbach. 1 lap to go. 400 meters to go in the girls' 1,500-meter run. And this is going to set up to be a great race to finish.
And we're still waiting for the rest of that pack to cross. Those 4 girls
Here goes
elite.
Ava Witt. Going to pull up alongside Burns, try to go around her. As Burns closes the gap to Zweibaummer. Burns pulls alongside Zweibaummer. Zweibaummer and Burns. Neck and neck. Ava Witt right behind him. Urbach just 10 feet behind that. 200 to go.
Oh,
Burns
here we go.
turns up the gas.
Yeah,
Here
something's
comes
gonna happen right now.
Scarlett Burns. Ava Witt says, not so fast, my friend. Ava Witt goes around Burns. 100 to go. Coming up on lap traffic,
Passing other runners.
Ava Witt has the lead. Scarlett Burns in second. Zweebomber coming up on the outside. Ava Witt, the Saints freshman. Can she hang on? Ava
I
Witt.
believe she can.
Scarlett Burns clears Zweebomber. It's going to be Witt. Witt and the Saints win the girls' 1,500-meter run. Congratulations, Ava Witt. What a run. Ava Witt runs a 5-minute .86. Under
job,
5:01 for Ava Witt. And her first real outdoor varsity mile here for the Saints. She puts on a show, beats Scarlett Burns, who finishes second with a 5:01.21. Zweebomber in third, 5:01.78. What a race. What a race.
So I am. Where's Ivy?
I believe she dropped out of the race in all of the excitement. I never saw her come around the corner. So either we've got a timing issue or she dropped out coming around the corner.
Well, can you lay your eyeballs on her?
I cannot.
She's right. Is that not her right there?
It sure is. It sure is. And she's definitely not on our time sheet here, is she? You've got it on the screen. So, yeah, you can see it. And that's definitely her.
She's wearing number 10.
She had 10, and that was her number.
Yeah, that's odd.
That is odd.
She's still not even finished yet.
Yep,
so
right. So
and I don't see anything to describe why she might not have a score, but that seems odd to me that you don't have a. She should have gotten third or fourth, right?
She should have gotten fourth, I believe. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, if you're watching the stream, you can rewind it.
Yeah. And tell us about where she finished. Well, what a night for Ava Witt to start. She runs under 5:01, wins the girls' 1,500-meter run.
So got some girls finishing here. According to my records, that's going to be
I think you're right.
Faith. You know what? They missed something up. There's two girls finishing right now, and there's two missing scores. One is Ivy's.
Yeah.
There's something got mixed up.
Agree. They'll get that corrected. It's just a clerical error, I have a feeling. There it is. It's boy.
They moved
just got
Ella's
worse.
up in fourth. Yeah. So
things
in all that excitement, yeah, it's we should.
Yeah, we're just like I said. Ivy still doesn't have a time, does she?
No, and it should be in that 5. They get 5:01, 5:01.
There she
Within
is.
a few seconds of that, there it is.
Ivy
5:07.
Erbach does finish fourth. We got it, and I believe those numbers are going to keep changing, but the top 4 look to be correct. You know, the meet record here tonight was set by Cadence Huck in 2024. Last time we ran this meet at 4:51, and we just had a freshman run 5 minutes. Pretty good start. Pretty good start for Ava Witt. What a race. Fun to watch her finish that one. Boys, 1,600 meters. They're going to run 1,600 meters. Ezra Ameline from North Butler. Nashua Plainfield's Luke Zwanziger. Cade Tabbert, Central Springs. Jackson Heights-Susan, West Fork. Messersmith, Osage. Cody Hart, Riceville. Brexton Bird, Nashua Plainfield. Keegan Zacharias and Gavin Squire are your two Saints entries. Erky, West Fork. Duncan Mullen of Osage. Andrew Moore, Riceville. Zach Heiken, of Northwood Kensett, Veith of North Butler, and Bryce Barker, Central Springs, are your 15 entries. Cody Hart did not start, so Hart of Riceville not in the race tonight. Ezra Ameline is the man to beat from North Butler. He's run this race in about under 4:40 last year.
He was fun to watch last year.
Yeah.
Excited to see it here.
Lap number 1, about to be in the books. Ameline leads a leisurely pack. Easy for me to say leisurely.
Well, they make it look that way.
They do make it look easy. Messersmith from Osage up there with him as well.
Should have employed the superintendent to find me someone to pick up our gear out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's still around.
Did he have a special announcement we needed to give? Or anything
he was just
exciting?
checking in to say hey, and he wanted to. He's fascinated by what we do up here. Don't tell him that it's really easy.
It's
right.
Just
whatever.
We want to make sure he thinks this is as hard as possible, right? Absolutely. No, it's fun to be back in the booth. It's the only place I'd rather be when covering a Saints sporting event, other than the dugout, is in the Saints TV booth. So, that's pretty high words for me.
And
I
we're
love
to cherish these moments because we miss you when you are in the dugout here at Saints TV. But we like being able to see you out there.
That season's coming really fast too. Should be another fun one. Both Saints boys playing baseball and the girls playing softball. Be a fun year. Ameline stretching that lead here in the boys' 1,600 meters. Central Springs runner in second. National Plainfield in third and fourth. Keegan Zacharias for the Saints. And Gavin Squire out there as well.
I like the big Saints logos on the back of the jerseys.
I do too.
It's just easy to spot these guys.
As a commentator, I love the jerseys that say Huskies in giant letters on the back,
agreed.
or the ones with just the little tiny WF in the middle of their chest. I have no idea what that means. So I need bigger letters, guys. Just 2 races left.
Man.
Can you believe it? We're already at that
I can't
point?
believe it.
4x1 and 4x4 left after we wrap this one up. Crazy. It's been a fun night here. It's just 8 o'clock, and we have 2 races left. Well-run, efficient track meet here in St. Ansgar. The boys, 1,600 meters. I believe they're coming to the bell here. Ameline is going to lead them to that start-finish line. 2 laps to go.
We'll definitely want to cover where the team standings are right now to see how intense the race is going to be at the end of this one. We had a doozy here a couple of years ago.
We did.
It was a few years ago. I don't remember. But North Butler, St. Ansgar, Osage. There was a baton incident,
There was a baton incident. You are correct.
Ryan says Ivy finished 4th. Thank you, Ryan. It took him a little while to get that one up there, but we did see they got it right, just like Not Your Average Joe promised.
Yep. The timing people here from Wayzata Results just do a phenomenal job. They get it right. I had no doubts. Ezra Ameline, the boys 1,600 meters. He's going to win it. He has a commanding lead, as they call them.
Indeed, he does. Although he's got some not tremendous pressure because of the short amount of time left in this one behind him, but
a nice finish from the Central Springs runner as well. Ezra Ameline wins the boys' 1,600 meter run. It'll be under 5 minutes. 4 minutes 53.89 seconds for Ezra Ameline. Keegan Zacharias with a nice finish. He's going to charge there at the end. Cade Tabbert finishes second for Central Springs. Time of 4:57. Keegan Zacharias with those all-important team points. He finishes third in a time of 5:13.93. Heitsusen of West Fork in fourth. Messerschmitt of Osage in fifth. And Swanzinger of Nashua Plainfield in sixth. We promised team scores. Let's get you a quick update here. In the girls' event, with 16 of 19 scored, so that would mean the 1,500-meter results are not in here yet, right? 17, 18, that'd be 3 left. In third place, North Butler's got 70 points. Second place, Nashua Plainfield has 78, and St. Ansgar leads it in the girls' team race with 131 points. Lead by just 50 points, do the girls with 3 events to score. 4 events left to be scored for the boys. 15 of 19 scored. We have a tie. Second place, St. Ansgar and North Butler both have 95 points. Osage has 103. So that's what with 15 of 19 events scored, that's what it looks like for the boys' race. So it's going to come down to how do these last couple of races go. Let's see if we can figure out what else is yet to be scored. So we got the 4x1 and the 4x2. The boys 400 is not yet scored, and the 1500 and 1600 are not yet scored. So we know that the Saints lose a little ground in the boys 400 to Osage and to North Butler both. So I believe Osage will have a little bigger lead when we get this thing scored, and the Saints will be in third. Ameline wins the 1600, which is gonna put the. I think when they get everything updated, you're gonna see North Butler actually in the lead here. Osage just right behind, and the Saints 3 or 4 back going into those last two races. But as soon as we have those officials, we'll get them to you. Team score. 2 races left here officially on the night. The 4x1 and my favorite, the 4x4. The 4x1's got 2 heats in it for the girls. In heat number 1 in lane 2, Northwood Kensett running Woods, Kluver, Gentz, and Logeman. Lane 3, Riceville running Node, Malgero, Bethke, and Harold. Osage running Martson, Hansen, Eggers, and Kaminick. Riceville in lane 5 with Eastman, Riggleson, Schroeder, and Dolman. Lane 6, Central Springs with Ott, Shirley, and Maine. Ott, Shirley, and Maine. I like that one, too. That's another.
Oh, man. Samesies.
And lane 7, North Butler Green with Tanner Schultz, Groen, and O'Dowd. This is Heat 1, girls 4x1. That's the last time you're going to hear their names because it happens too fast for this guy to keep up with.
Boy, oh boy, does it ever.
Watching the handoffs here. This race is won and lost on the handoffs. I mean, you got to be fast, too, but everybody's fast at this point, so now it's the handoffs.
Yeah, great team. Can have a terrible finish if the handoffs are
if the
sloppy.
handoffs are bad. You got it. Girls 4x1 always takes a second to get this one organized as well, but looks like the starter, see him waving, asking people to get down in the infield. That's his request, I believe. That's usually when you're down there and you can hear it. Get down in the infield.
Well, he does that, Joe. We've got here's our finish line cam, and sometimes I've been seeing that thing shake a little bit, right? So why would it be shaking? Well, because it's attached to the fence.
And we have some leaners.
We've got a lot of fence leaners out there tonight. I should have thought about that.
I love it. Girls 4x100 meter relay, heat 1, underway. Good start out, everybody. We'll watch those handoffs. We'll look for the white flag on your screen. If you see the white flag, you know everybody got it off cleanly. I see a white flag waving in the air.
Sure enough.
Clean handoffs. Here's we head to runner number 2. Heat 1 of 2, girls, 4x1. White flag in the air. All the handoffs were clean for the second runners. And already we head to the last. White flag in the air. Everybody's clean. Here we go. Riceville going to win Heat 1. Osage going to finish number 2. In Heat 1, girls 4x1, the time to beat has been set by the Wildcats. 1 minute flat. 1 minute, .12, I guess, technically. 102.04 for Osage. Riceville B finishes in 3rd. Northwood Kensett in 4th.
1 minute, .12 seconds, the time to beat.
Heat 2, trying to beat that time in lane 1. Claire Mation, Kylie Johnson, Allie Ashenbrenner, and Kirsten McRoberts of Osage. In lane 2, West Fork running Schmidt, Huff, Wood, and Pomeran. In lane 3, North Butler with Rose, McCandless, Barnett, and Brinkman. In lane 4, Northwood Kensett, Solberg, Bode, McHenry and Rye. In lane 5, St. Ansgar with Ava Falk, Emerson Brum, Alexis Frine, and Lexi Jewell. In lane 6, St. Ansgar with Addie Jensen, Rylan Halverson, Victoria Hermanson, and Sophia Huseman. In lane 7, Nashua Plainfield with Ava Schmidt, Jalissa White, Harley Wayne, Jayla Patton. In lane 8, West Fork running Winfrey, Dickman, Baker, and Jensen. Those are your 8 entries. Heat 2 of 2, girls 4x100 meter relay. 2 minutes. Time to beat. We'll watch both Saints teams next to each other here in 5 and 6. So for our hometown fans, you're watching lanes 5 and 6. Assuming everything else is even, this should come down to Northwood Kensett and St. Ansgar.
1 minute point 12, correct? That was the last.
Yep.
Big finish.
I probably said 2 minutes. I meant 1 minute.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew. Just assume. Handoff number 1. The second runners have the baton. White flag in the air. We're clean. Saints look to be strong there in lane 5. Hard to tell again with a bunch of stagger here, but they look like they are. They may have the lead here.
Well, that handoff happened, I think, first by the team in red.
Here we go. On to that last handoff coming here in turn 3. North Butler, St. Ansgar. Neck and neck as they come up the front stretch. North Butler, St. Ansgar, and Lexi Jewell for the Saints. It's North Butler with the win. 53-48 for North Butler. West Fork finishes second, 54-31. And the Saints are going to finish third, 54-74 for the Saints. A good run from them. They finished third.
What a great race.
Fourth. Yeah, it looked like good handoffs all the way around. Everybody was fast. Girls 4x1 compiled results. The other Saints team finishes 5th. Nice showing out of them, too. 57-93. For the second Saints 4x1 team, they finish 5th. All right, team scores here as we head into this boys' race. The girls are going to win it. I'll go out on a limb and let you know that the Saints girls are going to win. But the boys' race is tight. It looks like this. As predicted, North Butler's taken the lead. 113 points for North Butler. Osage has 111. The Saints are in third at 105.
You called it.
The power of deduction and math. It really,
It's powerful.
it is powerful.
Kids stay in school.
Kids stay in school, exactly. 4x100 meter relay boys time. Heat 1 of 2. Central Springs is in lane 1 with Dale, Hammond, Bowman, and Schiff. West Fork in 2 with Nielsen, Robbins, Sky, Frieden. In lane 3, North Butler with Backer, Eulenhop, Schultz, and Wirtus. In lane 4, Crandall, Relo, Hankey, and Miner from Osage. In lane 5, Nashua Plainfield with Richard, Smith, Berichter, and Hulbert. Lane 6, Northwood Kensett with Jacobs, Schultz, Duval, and Himes. In lane 7, Riceville with Baran, Conway, O'Donnell, and Rice. The Saints will have 2 teams in Heat 2. North Butler and Osage also with a team in Heat 2.
Hey, thanks for one Whitford 1. Showing track on St. CV rocks. Hey, we love showing track on St. CV too. Appreciate your chiming in. Boys, Heat 1. We're off.
And they're racing.
Joe, you ready for some exchanges?
Here we go. We're going to find out if they're ready. I'm ready. Are they ready is the question. They are. They passed that test.
Flag is waving.
waving proudly. Handoff number 2 for this boys heat 1 of 2, 4x1. Hard to believe we've reached that time of night. There's just 3 races left. 2 actual races, 3 heats, I guess. Here we come. Osage, Nashua Plainfield, Northwood Kensett. Going to finish 1, 2, and 3 here in heat number 1. They set the time to beat in the boys 4x1. Heat 1, won by Osage, time 51.15. Nashua Plainfield finishes just behind in second, 51.36. Northwood Kensett finishes third. Riceville in fourth. West Fork in fifth, Central Springs in sixth.
Do you know what the record is here?
For the boys, 4x1, the record, you're asking. Barkema, Feldman, Burry, and Thompson of Forest City in 2022 with a time of 45.56. And the boys, 4x1. 45. You heard that right. That one may stand
6 seconds.
Little while as well. Although it's going down tonight. This Osage team is stacked that they're about to run in this thing. So that may go down tonight. North Butler in lane 1 with Voorhees, Schroeder, Gomez, and Nielsen. Lane 2, Nashua Plainfield with Chima, Hansen, Felsky, and Williams. Lane 3, St. Ansgar, Corbin Michaels, Kane Dietrich, Anthony Schnabel, Connor Mullenbeck. In lane 4, Tate Tabbert, Tristan Huseman, Landon Huseman, and Parker Kisley of Osage. 5 is Central Springs, Liggins, Crum, DeMarco, and Meyer. West Fork in 6 with Schultz, Kuhlmeyer, Hennick, and Freiholtz. In lane 7, Baron, Hendrickson, Richardson, and Morales of Riceville. And lane 8, St. Ansgar with Peyton Dio Boyson, Rashavi, Warrington, and Bertie Dolph. 2 St. Ansgar teams here. 3 and 8 are the lanes to watch for our hometown fans.
I cannot imagine the weather being any better than it is right now. That wind has come down. It's nice and cool. You're talking about teams putting up their best effort and maybe seeing a new record here tonight.
I think it's possible. Heat 2, boys, 4x100-meter relay. Those handoffs are fast and clean. White flags in the air. We look good there. Handoff number 2. Osage and St. Ansgar appear to be the 2 teams out front here. All about this last handoff. St. Ansgar, Osage, St. Ansgar to the line, and the Saints are going to win it.
Wow.
The Saints beat the Green Devils to the line in the 4x1, and a big victory for the Saints. 44-65 meet record, Schmeat record. Of course we got it.
Oh, my
The
goodness,
Saints
Joe.
break that record I just mentioned might stand a while at 45 and change. They beat it by a second.
And it stood for about a second
It's-
after you said it'll be there for a while. As a matter of fact, the top 2 scores beat
Both
the
beat
old
it.
record.
Wow. St. Ansgar wins the boys 4x100-meter relay with Corbin Michaels, Kane Dietrich, Anthony Schnabel, and Connor Mullenbeck. Connor was absolutely flying up the front stretch. He would not be beat there. Osage finishes second. North Butler does not score points in that event. So that will put Osage back in front of North Butler for the team race, and the Saints are gonna inch a little closer. But they probably needed Osage to finish out of the points there as well to have a shot at the team championship here going into the last race, which is the 4x400-meter dash. The girls running 1 heat. Central Springs in lane 1 with Brunsville, Jensen, Ryan, and Schwark. West Fork in lane 2 with Malin, Dick, Wiseman, and Schoening. Lane 3, Nashua Plainfield, Felsky, Schmidt, Kalvig, and Karinsky. In lane 4, St. Ansgar, Lila Powers, Jada Meyer, Ava Falk, and J.C. Johnston. In lane 5, North Butler running Stamborough, Sterling, Eberline, and Fleshner. Lane 6, Osage with Power, Heeman, Bielefeld, and Rahut. And in Lane 7, Northwood, Kensett, Skellinger, Rye, Block, and Bode. That is your girls' 4x400 meter relay, the last event for the girls tonight. The boys' team event race looks like this. North Butler in third at 113 points after not scoring in the 4x1. The Saints move into second with 115 points with that win in the 4x1. Osage 119. So it's 4 points. So 4 points with what we learned tonight means the Saints have to finish first. If they finished first in the 4x4, Osage would have to finish. If they
Well, it'd be a tie if they finished third.
It would be a tie, and if they finished fourth, the Saints would win. Is that correct? All right,
Correct.
here we go. Girls 4x4 on the track and running. The Saints are in lane 4. This should be their race. J.C. Johnson's first race of the night for the Saints. She'll run the anchor here in the 4x4.
Where's Johnson been tonight?
That is a good question. I do not have the inside information there, but I'll gather it for next time.
She didn't jump, did she?
No, I don't think so.
Not sure what the music is we're hearing, but it must be
This
motivational.
is like the motivational last event of the night. Pump it up kind of thing. That's all I got.
I don't even know who's playing it.
I don't either. But the 4x4 runners are on the track. Lila Powers for the Saints. A strong 400 to start. She's going to hand it off to Jada Meyer, who's had a heck of a night as well. Jada Meyer with the baton for the Saints. Mia Schmidt for Nashville Plainfield. McKenna Dick for West Fork. Gabby Jensen, Central Springs. Sterling, North Butler. Ainsley Heeman of Osage, and Sophie Rye. Northwood Kensett are your runners on the track. Jada Meyer has the lead for the Saints. Leg number 2, girls 4x4. We've reached the end of the home track meet here, 2026. 2 races to go. We're halfway through with this one. The Saints girls have run away, nearly doubling up the team score of the second place team
They
here.
do look good tonight, don't they?
Have looked great, and the Saints ladies are going to win the team race here. The boys race is going to come down to this last race between St. Ansgar, Osage, and North Butler, kind of a 3-way race. Meyer completing her 400 leg. She leads Central Springs. Meyer gets the baton. Handed off to Ava Falk. Ava Falk has it for the Saints. Central Springs running Riley Ryan. Osage in a distant third. Running Bielefeld. Nashville Plainfield with Calvig. West Fork, Wiseman. Northwood Kensett, Block on the track.
Just look at your leaders. That gap is getting a little shorter there.
A little shorter. Ava Falk for the Saints. Chasing her is Riley Ryan. Central Springs. They hit that corner right on her hip is Ryan. Falk and Ryan. Leg 3, the girls 4x4. Ryan gets the pass. Falk keeping pace, though. Going to hand it off. J.C. Johnston has the baton for the Saints, and out she goes. J.C. Johnston to the lead. Leah Schwartz, Central Springs, chasing her. But J.C. Johnston came to work tonight.
She's such an athlete. I was anxious to see what would happen here. Obviously, a team's going to want to play their best runner here in the anchor. We know that JC's going to be hard to compete with for anybody in this race.
Looks like she's got a little wrap on that right leg, or left leg. Wonder if that maybe has something to do with why we haven't seen her yet
That wouldn't surprise
tonight.
me.
But she sure looks good in this 400.
She sure does.
Holy cow, J.C. Johnston. 100 meters to go in the girls' 4x400 meter relay. And it's all St. Ansgar. Just like the night has been. What a cap to a tremendous night. J.C. Johnston and the Saints 4x4 are going to cap off their meet victory with a 4x400-meter victory. Congratulations, Lila Powers, Jada Meyer, Ava Falk, and J.C. Johnston. They win the girls 4x4. Second place, Central Springs. The Saints run a 4:23.09. Central Springs finishes in second with a 4:32.81. What a night for these Saints. They win the team race by half 100.
They looked really good tonight, didn't they?
They sure did. Nashua Plainfield finished third in this race. Osage is going to finish fourth. North Butler fifth. As the Saints 4x400-meter relay goes the Saints' way. 4:23.09 is the time. And the Saints win the team event here as well. In a landslide, they run away with it. We'll get you a final score, but going into that race, they were leading 149-82, and they won that race. So they're going to score north of 150 points tonight, something like 155 points.
That's wild.
Not a shabby night here. Now let's set up the Saints boys race. So they trail the team race by 4 to Osage. They lead North Butler by just 2. So going into the boys 4x4, it's anybody's race in terms of Osage, St. Ansgar, and North Butler can all win the team race depending on how this one comes out. In lane 1, Riceville running Bethke, Schroeder, Vance, and Bethke. Osage in lane 2 with Bramer, Keeling, Brandow, and Schaefer. Lane 3, West Fork with Dornkamp, Hansen, Bear, and Sunken. Lane 4, Nashua Plainfield with Zeke Kalanoff, Jace Hansen, Devin Blanchard, and Jake Smith. Lane 5, there's your Saints running Joe Clevenger, Matt Clevenger, Trey Johans, and Connor Mullenbeck. Lane 6, North Butler, Henning, Pakey, Ameline, and McCormick. In lane 7, Northwood Kensett with Hansen, Peterson, Dunkerman, and Nelson. And in lane 8, Central Springs, Colhagen, Isaiah Presby, Jackson Cockler, and Vincent DeMarco. Here it is. For the team race style, it comes down to this. St. Ansgar, North Butler, and Osage. So the Saints are favored here over both North Butler and Osage by seed time only. Doesn't mean much. But Nashua Plainfield, right, is the team to beat. They're the team to beat, I think, coming into this one. The Saints need first place points.
So I don't have the points in front of me, right? But if Saints finish first, North Butler second, and Osage third, that sounds like a 3-way tie for the night, based on the differences that you were telling me.
You are correct.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yep, you are correct. So it's this. Anything can happen here in this one. What a fun point. Osage leads the team race with 119. The Saints have 115. North Butler has 113. It's that close. Here we go. We are underway. Boys, 4x4. Last event of the night on a great night in St. Ansgar. Can the Saints top this thing off and come from behind and win it?
I think there really is like a final song.
There must be.
Because now we're playing like
I love it.
Boy music.
Yep. This is Thunderstruck.
Yes, it
Now, let's go get Thunderstruck here. Joe Clevenger out fast. Joe Clevenger going to hand it off to his brother Matt, and they're running for their dad. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any more small-town athlete than that, does it?
Man, he
brother
is.
to brother. Joe Clevenger digging here, trying to get the Saints over the finish line. North Butler's in second. Osage a distant sixth at this point, which would create a 3-way tie if that was the final leg of the night. It is not. Matt Clevenger has the baton and the lead. But here comes Osage on the inside, running Keeling, Dominic Keeling. Riceville running Schroeder, Xander Hansen for West Fork, Jace Hansen for Nashua Plainfield. Traeger Pakey, North Butler, Deegan Peterson, Northwood Kensett, Isaiah Presby for Central Springs.
Around the corner they come.
Matt Clevenger holding off the Osage runner for second and third at this point. Nashua Plainfield, we thought they might be the team to beat. They are out front. Jace Hansen trying to finish. Clevenger trying to hang on to second. He'll do that. He gets the baton to Trey Johans. Johans has the baton for the Saints. Way out front now, Nashua Plainfield. Devin Blanchard has opened up a huge lead. Osage, Seeger Brandow. Johans pulling away from Brandow. Can he catch Blanchard and Nashua Plainfield, or at least cut that gap so Mullenbach's got a chance? And at this point, the Saints are going to need some help. The Saints need somebody to pass Osage behind them.
True.
They maybe need two somebodies to pass them to really be safe, right?
Well, we got to.
Blanchard, Nashua Plainfield, followed by Johans of St. Ansgar. Brandow, Osage, there's 1, 2, and 3. Connor Mullenbach has the baton for the Saints. He's going to try to track down Jake Smith from Nashua Plainfield, who's out front. Osage running Schaefer on this anchor leg.
Yeah, it's going to take
The Saints are going to
Mullenbach
come
passing.
up just short. Yep, Mullenbach has got to catch the Nashua Plainfield runner to have a shot here. That's a tall order. With 100 to go, he's got a 40-meter deficit. Nashua Plainfield coming to the line. Nashua Plainfield. Jake Smith, they're going to win the 4x400-meter relay. Connor Mullenbach with a great leg. The Saints will finish second in the 4x4 and finish second tonight. Osage is going to win the team race with that result by 1 point. 2 points. Doesn't matter. Something like that.
Win by 2, but I think we'll tie for second, won't we?
Yeah, I think you're right. It depends on where North Butler finished.
I was thinking they were
North
2 behind
Butler
us, so they're going to get gain 2 on us here, right?
No, they finished behind us here. Nashua beat us.
Oh, Nashua beat us.
Yeah.
I was confused the whole night, my friend.
So the boys 4x4 are going to finish second in that race and cap off a great night for the Saints all the way around. They're going to come up just short, I believe, in that team race. We'll get you a final number as soon as we have it. But Osage was leading going into that race by 4, and they finished just 2 points behind.
Got it.
So they'll win by 2 points. St. Ansgar will finish second, just 2 points back of Osage in the team race. But what a great night all the way around. The girls run away with the girls' event. They finish with 159 points. Second place, Nashua Plainfield with 88, to show you the difference in that. The girls win a bunch of events and have a fantastic evening here in St. Ansgar. What a great night for it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the volunteers who helped make this thing happen here in person. Thanks to Candle Genius for setting up the Saints TV thing, which makes it so much fun. There is the final. North Butler finishes third with 117 points. The Saints finish second with 123
What
points.
a night, man.
And Osage wins it with 125. What a night.
What a night.
They're just doing the final announcements here. We'll get everybody wrapped up and out of here. But thanks to all the supporters here, Saints TV, that make all this happen. Without the sponsors, without this community rising up to make all of this possible, we couldn't do this. We love bringing you all of the action here and highlighting all the great athletes, not just here in St. Ansgar, but all around North Iowa. That's part of the beauty of what we get to do here, is we get to showcase some of the great kids in this part of the world. So thanks for helping us make that possible. Candace Genius, thanks for all you do.
Yeah, thanks for chiming in, everybody, and thanks for, we got the little QR code in the little corner there. Thanks for those who've contributed to help make this possible. Saints TV just keeps getting better day after day, year after year, season after season. More and more adults and parents and guys like you willing to just step up and just volunteer your time to make this thing great. So thanks for all you do, and thanks for all you viewers out there who are enjoying what we do and who are contributing to what we do. This is a whole lot of fun.
Couple more track meets to get to you. We're going to try to bring you that junior high track meet if we can, and then we're going to bring you the state qualifying meet as well here on Saints TV. So a couple track meets, and then we're going to dive right in head first into some state track meet coverage, and then it is baseball and softball season to take you through the summer. And before you know it, we'll be right back up here in the booth calling football.
It happens fast. Hey, thanks, everybody. We're going to see you at the next one. Congratulations, Osage boys win tonight. St. Ansgar boys take second place. The St. Ansgar ladies win in a landslide. We'll see you next time.
Good night.